And we're live.
The DM giveth, the DM taketh.
No, I guess, if we wanted to, we could all just stayed there. We could all died.
I
Just a
almost did that. I
suicide
almost
pact.
did. I was really close to doing that.
It was definitely
Even as it
worth,
was happening, I was
queuing
like
up
just
for.
wishing you guys would go. So I was like, just get the fuck out.
What a way for a campaign to end.
One dies, we all die together.
So to recount what happened last session real quick, the party returned to Long Saddle bearing the staff to restore Starfall. Um, while you were, after you met with Milikin and heard about the ritual to rebuild the staff, you met a strange lady with some kobold friends in the tavern there uh, by the name of Vaelyn. And invited her to join you in the tower, which she did. Then you, 2 days later, met for the ritual where you had Eidolon join the mages and help reconstruct the staff, which went without a hitch, right up until the end when the staff went crazy. It blasted everybody away from it. Ryken stepped up to the challenge and grabbed a hold of the spear and fought to control it. He managed to wrestle it partially under control, but then uh, ended up running out of hit points and failing to completely control it. The mages grabbed a hold of different people and teleported them away, and you have no idea what happened after that. But your last view of Ryken was with him on one knee with fire, white fire erupting from about every orifice. So, not so good. You arrived in the wooden tower in Scornabel, which is the mage. What was his name?
Party.
Party.
Oh,
Carty farty.
Cardi Fardy. That's right. His tower down in Scornabel, and you just arrived there when we ended the session. So we will pick up exactly at that moment. You all are standing within the wooden tower. Looking around you, you can see mages still appearing, warping into the teleportation circle, staggering out of it, and then collapsing for the most part. And take it away if you want to interact.
Is there anyone telling you what happened? I'm asking the ages.
Is it you're asking them if they know what happened? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yep.
You get a lot of just shakes of the head, like they seem dazed and unsure of themselves and anything around them at this point.
Do any of you have a means of contacting anyone from back there to figure out what the state of the area that we just left was?
That's right. I'll start
Yeah.
fumbling through my bag looking for the sending stone
Yeah.
for Zephyros.
Hey.
Make a persuasion check for me, Ezra.
27.
Dang,
So you manage to snap one of the mages out of it. Milokin, he kind of snaps out of it for a second, and he says, oh, "Well, I, I don't know. Maybe it depends on what's happened."
I'll call up Zephyros.
We'll contact our people. Find us out as much as you can.
I'm sorry, who?
I wanna try to call up Zephyros with the sending stone.
And what were you wanting, Ezra? I'm sorry, there was two different statements there. I was thinking of the other.
I was just saying we're going to contact our people. You guys try to figure out anything you can on your end.
Okay.
So we have the mages, and then we'll have the call with Zephyros.
Wanted to make sure I caught that. So Milikin nods and tries to shake sense into a couple of mages nearby him. Zephyros, you hear what you get back is a bunch of squealing, popping noises, and you can just barely make out a word here and there. You hear the word light and eruption and barrier before the squealing, popping sparks and the sending stone flashes out.
Hello, Zephyros?
What did he
Zephyros?
say? What did he say?
I don't know. There's weird static. He just said eruption and light and barrier. I don't know. It's
Eidolon, make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana. Boom. Ugh.
Yeah, you don't know what happened.
We need
And
to get back there.
I know of that we're in the teleportation circle, like tower,
Yeah,
right? That's where we just like in that chamber, basically, right?
the door outside has been opened, and several of the mages are leaving now because there's limited space in here. And as you see, there's more mages showing up in the circle. Then finally, a mage shows up, a tall human with his hand on the shoulder of RivRav from the front gate. The giant metal monstrosity appears to be inactive.
Take us back, Milligan. Milligan, we need to go back to Long Saddle.
Oh, I wish I could, but the teleportation circle in Long Saddle appears to be inactive. It may be destroyed or something.
No, no.
Where's the closest one to it then? We need to get back there now.
Take us back.
Luskin, maybe? Or Waterdeep.
And for Ezra and Oliver, you guys notice that this is the first time you've actually seen Eidolon angry. Like before, you've seen him either annoyed or frustrated, but this is the first time you actually see him literally like fuming anger. And you start noticing that his hair is turning black.
I'm just
We
gonna.
need to go back to Long Saddle now. Take us back. Our friend is in trouble and we need to get back there.
I'm gonna rest a hand on his shoulder. Uh, First of all, thank you for getting us out of there. And secondly, if you can do anything to get us closer, we need to get back there soon. We'll ride if we have to.
Milikin sighs heavily and looks down and then looks back up into your eyes and says, I'm afraid we used almost every ounce of our ability trying to stop what happened from happening. We're tapped out for the moment.
Then we're riding. Again, thank you so much for getting us out. But we have to assess.
Most of us burned magical objects just to escape. Some of those objects are worth many thousands of gold. It was everything we could do just to escape. We never saw this coming. How could this
happen?
I don't know.
This is your ritual.
The
We
object
told you this was made by the gods.
the object you brought back was far more powerful than we thought it was.
The gods. Over. Those were nature gods. Do you have any way of contacting them?
Maybe I don't know.
Sylvanas or any of them?
I've never really done that. I'm not really. I can try.
Any information you can get about the branch or what happened would be helpful. In the meantime, I'm gonna go and try to.
Clang!
Oh,
Clang! You hear a resounding clanging noise suddenly coming from the center of the magic circle, and you look over
Out of the
and
way.
you see one of the mages kicking the armored form of Ha. Someone get this thing out of the circle so we can get more people in.
I'll head over and try to help.
I'll help.
As you approach Ha RivRav, you see that all of the runes that are once glowing across his body are not glowing anymore. I don't know why I bothered bringing him back, says the human mage that brought him. He can't work outside of the circle there in Longsaddle. He's completely inert and useless. At that exact moment, as you approach, the runes on Ha's body ignite with a blue-white fire. It's different than what you saw before. Last time you saw him, it was more of a purpley glow. Now it's blue-white. Ha suddenly becomes active and begins to move. For this purpose, I have enlisted Ryken to control Ha RivRav. So, Ha, what do you do?
Who said they were going towards him first?
I did. So it'll be me and Wolver.
Yeah. He and I both went.
I stand up, and he's gonna size up Ezra. Fall in line behind Ezra, like
All right,
40,
go on.
you know,
Out of
like
the circle. Out of the
his
circle.
back right.
All right, trying to get him out of the circle so that they can bring people in.
No matter which way you turn, he just keeps following you. So he's like behind you.
But
So, like formation, he's trying to be in formation.
And he's like trying to be like 45-degree angle, like at it, not directly behind him, but like behind to the right a little bit. So kind of like a wedge formation, if you know.
Ezra, just try just walking out.
yeah, so I'll just kind of walk out of the circle with him, following me. Did someone hit factor reset? Like,
The mage seems flabbergasted. He goes, "That's amazing. I've never seen him active outside of Longsaddle. His magic was bound to that spot. It shouldn't be working."
Maybe what happened there caused him to become animated after all, without Longsaddle.
I did barely manage to outrun the leading edge of the barrier that was coming my way.
This barrier, what was it doing? What is it?
It was expanding quickly from the house. I was at the front gate, next to Hall. I just instinctively grabbed him and teleported.
Was it destroying anything as it was coming out?
No, everything inside simply ceased to exist.
huh.
You mean it's all gone? There's nothing there left.
It was just white. I couldn't see through it.
So then you don't know what really happened inside.
No, there was no time and no way.
We need to get back. We need to get back fast.
hearing this, I'll come over, see what's going on.
Well,
How far? How close can you get us to Long Saddle?
I still have enough magic to activate the circle at Waterdeep, I suppose. Might be the closest spot.
Waterdeep is close.
Do
It'll
that,
take
yes.
everything I have to transport you, though.
What about Luskin?
I could do Luskin, but they are somewhat unlikely to respond well to a bunch of strangers showing up inside their mage tower.
We have met them. And we have done them a service in the past. And
Which
we
is
are
closer,
also
though?
here.
I feel like Luskin, but Waterdeep has
Waterdeep
the
is
better road.
Yeah, it's a straight shot from Waterdeep. I would almost say Waterdeep if it's an easier circle to get to, anyways.
Well, whatever's faster, we need to get there now.
Or have things that can get us over the mountains, but
Suddenly,
just-
a voice blasts up at you from down towards the floor for most of you. Although for you, over it's not as far down, but a short, even for a gnome, suddenly squelches out at you and goes, "Huh? You shouldn't be active. Why are you active? Let's see." And he begins to quickly go over and examine Haw.
Just a little gnome mage from the Long Saddle.
No,
No,
you're
it's
not.
from.
You've never seen him before. You have no idea where this guy's from.
Do you know what's going on with this? Just motioning over towards Ha.
Can I post a picture of what he looks like?
Yeah, you can.
So if you guys remember, he's basically this giant warforged that's stronger than Ryken, and he's dual wielding great swords. And his, like outer shell, his armor is the material you're really not quite sure what it is.
All right.
Could just be
So
really
he's
old.
not a little guy like I thought. He is quite large. All right.
Oh no.
no, this is the gnome he's talking about. Is the little guy?
Yeah, the gnome is the
No,
little guy. Haw
no.
is bigger than Ryken was.
Okay.
He's massive.
That's why it was like weird when Ryken could like lift up his swords, because this dude's like huge. He's dual wielding great swords. Like you're using some magic. This dude's just raw power.
Anyways, the gnome goes, "I just don't get it. Why are you working, huh?" Kind of raps his knuckles against it. "Are you ignoring me, huh? That's not very nice. I'm your creator. Pay attention to me."
The creator of this being?
Me? Yes,
Yeah.
I am. I am Vaelyn von VoidGale, master of the... Oh, never mind. What do you want? Can't you see I'm examining Haw?
Well, he's been following me quite precisely, and I'll kind of demonstrate by walking in circles here.
Ah, watch your feet, watch your feet. Oh, no. Yes, I see. It's strange. You shouldn't be doing that either.
He was inert in the middle of the circle when he was first teleported here, and seems to attach to me since I was the first to approach.
Haw begins to make a few hand signals towards the gnome, towards Vaelyn. And Vaelyn stops and goes, "Haw, you know I don't understand that jibber jabber. Just sit there. Let me examine you."
He sits.
Literally.
Yeah, just kind of like the Slavic squat.
There's kind of a resounding boom as he sits. And you realize that Haw is not light at all. And the gnome goes, well, that's not what I meant, but fine, fine. He walks over and he examines him some more. I can't explain it. His core is active. It should not be active. What do you guys know about this? He cocks an eyebrow and looks at the party.
Well, there was a bit of an explosion, a magical catastrophe, you could say, that we all just narrowly escaped.
Well, that explains everybody showing up here, I suppose. I was very surprised, I'll tell you. Mages all getting together other than... Well, anyways, you were saying?
If I had to make a rough guess, the magical energies from that is what's sparking life into him at the moment.
Oh, an interesting idea. Completely wrong, of course, but an interesting idea.
Why don't you explain it then?
Well, I could.
If we're so wrong,
I could.
then do it.
Yes.
Show us, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Very interesting. I mean, not you. Haw is very interesting. I made him, so of course he's interesting. But this gives me an idea. What you have described sounds more like a planar shift to me. Have you ever noticed that Long Saddle, the Ivy Mansion in particular, it's not visible completely until you enter it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, you do have a spark of intelligence then, don't you? Now, as I was saying, it's slightly, just slightly, mind you, a little off of the prime material plane. Just a little. I
can see somebody else that's a little bit off.
Yeah, you are correct. Now, as I was saying...
Oliver's holding back, knocking him on the head. It's like, oh.
Yeah, he's supposed to be annoying. Get used to it. Now, my idea is that whatever it is that you did, I don't know, the mages did, you did, I figure you must have been involved, or otherwise why would you be here, right? You have no business here. So, the planar shift was pushed a little further out of alignment, and when it did so, it created a pocket of non-existence. A bit of a void, you might say. So, this is what I'm thinking. Just what I'm thinking, mind you. Just an idea. But it is actually still there. It's not gone. Not gone at all. Nope. He nods excitedly to himself. Now, I didn't know what happened till I got here and heard about all this magical ritual stuff gone crazy. But now that I do know, I can't hold in my excitement.
So while he's saying that, I'm going to lean over to Ido. So Ido, that sounds like Ryken might not be dead. He might just be in another plane.
You think?
It's possible.
I don't know what I'd do if he were dead. It's my fault that he was doing this. I should have been a better mage.
No, you did amazing. It was...
I could have gotten him out. I should have waited.
Couldn't teleport into that
talk.
At all.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just letting you know. I couldn't teleport into it at all. There was nothing we could do.
With this talk, you notice that his hair is starting to turn back to white.
All right. No Super Saiyan today.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And the gnome pipes up. He's been listening to you this entire time. He says, "You had a friend inside? I'm sure there are lots of people stuck inside the shift. That's what we are doing, of course. We're trying to get them back. I'm sure that you think whatever you think happened to your friend He'll be just fine when we pull him out of the shift, along with everyone else, and the mansion, hopefully. I mean, there's only a 76.7% chance or so that things could go horribly wrong. I imagine it'll be perfectly fine. Don't worry a bit. Vaelyn von VoidGale is here to save the day.
All right,
Wait, what
UV.
was the last name? Vaelyn von
VoidGale?
VoidGale.
You want me to throw it in chat? I can throw it in chat.
I got it. Or,
Yeah, that'd be good.
I got my version of it.
That's always the fun part, right? Like, I
Yeah.
say it, but I don't necessarily spell it the way that you might think. Anyways.
That's true.
Eh. As long as you got it, we're good.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
All right, am I missing anything? I'm getting messages here. Nope. Okay. Super Saiyan, yeah. Got it.
Is there the sigils anywhere around for this teleportation circle?
Yeah, you can see them on the ground.
Can I take a minute?
Floor.
Can I take a minute to study them?
Yeah.
Because it needs to commit to my memory for this thing. I need to be able to study it for a minute.
I'll nudge him just as I see him do it. I was like, maybe you should ask them if it's all right to pop in here. It's great to know this, but maybe get some permission too.
I'll keep committing.
And everybody's way too busy to bother you, so. All right, so Vaelyn has grown quiet for a little bit. He seems to be thinking. He's got his finger crooked on his chin, and he seems to be thinking. He says, Well, so here's the plan. I got a plan. I told you I had a plan. You are the Sentinels. I know that, right? You are. I know it. So, we go back to Long Saddle, right? You, me, and Ha.
Yes,
I'm with this plan so far.
that's where we're trying to go. Do you have a quicker way to get there?
Well, yes, of course I do.
All right, let's go.
We'll have to do some riding, I suppose, since the circle at Long Saddle will not be working. But anyways, I'll come with you as well. You'll need my expertise and prowess. I will open a pathway at the location of the disjunction, and then you will go inside using Haw's magical core. You can pull the Ivy Mansion back from the brink. Doesn't that sound like the perfect plan? Of course it does. When can you be ready to go? I'm ready when you are.
How?
Yeah, I'm good to go now. Will this kill Ha?
Well,
Ha, are you sentient?
I wouldn't worry about him. He's not really alive.
Yeah. Ha, buddy? Are you sentient?
Any response from Ha?
Johnny, are you sentient?
I think he just raises a hand and gives a thumbs up based on what Johnny sent me.
Did you send him the lightning guy from My Hero?
No, but there's no way for him to really get the point across accurately, so that is the best I got. And Vaelyn says, "Oh, he's fine. See? Completely on board." So, anyways, Ha is powered by a magical core, and that core, if we release it in the vicinity of the area where this ritual took place, the source of the disturbance, right? If we release that energy inside of that area, the two of them will cancel each other out.
Okay. Would this destroy Ha? Would Ha be able to have another core and still be the same Ha?
It's hard to say. Maybe it will destroy him. Maybe, well, it won't destroy him. His body's virtually indestructible.
So, here's my concern. That sounds a lot like a
you
spell
see
that requires a sacrifice. And that makes me uncomfortable.
And it's coming from a warlock.
You never knew. I never told you I was a warlock. How'd you know?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, everyone knows all warlock.
Damn it, checks out.
All right.
Well, we'll deal with that moral quandary when we get there.
How about we talk
that
about it on the
core will
road?
survive. That's all I can say.
How are you proposing to get us to Long Saddle?
Well, I can teleport us to Waterdeep, and then
Okay.
I have within my possession some magical artifacts that can speed us along our way. It will still take a few days. But
Oh my god, is it the mystery machine from Candlekeep?
Uh-oh.
I'd forgotten
Spoiler.
about
You know
that.
me so well.
Yeah.
What we do is we press this button on Ha, and he transforms. No.
Autobots, roll out.
Anyway.
Autocart.
Autocart. Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyways, I have within my possession some summonable creatures that can speed us along the way. They're quite a bit faster than the normal mounts we could have. So they will speed up our travel, but, mind you, it's an expensive thing. Of course, I don't mind doing it because we're trying to save, the Ivy Mansion. He glances around at the other mages and goes, "Yep, gonna save Ivy Mansion. That's me, Vaelyn von VoidGale, on the
hard.
case."
This guy.
And it'll still take a few days, but should be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. The Ivy Mansion isn't likely to slide completely off, the edge of reality before we get there. You ready to go?
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Right. Well, see all you dummies later. Grabs a hold of the party. Grabs a hold of Ha.
Thanks again for saving us.
Touches just basically says, just grab a hold of me and we're gone. So everybody.
Yep.
He
Grab
grabs a hold of Ha.
I put my hand on his head. Squeeze it a little bit, just holding it in.
How long do you have to deal with him? And then, poof, you're gone. And then you're not gone. And you're standing in a stone block room with a circle. Around you are several other mages. Many of them look a little bit frazzled and weary from exertions. And you realize that some of the mages from Long Saddle also fled here.
All right. Then I'm yelling at the mages I can recognize from Long Saddle. We're heading back to Long Saddle to check things out. There's more survivors. They made it to other teleportation circles. Might want to get in contact with them.
We just
See you
came
guys
from
later.
scoring a battle.
Vaelyn's kind of breathing hard. He goes, "Oh boy, that'll take a lot out of you. Hold on a second." He pulls out a potion bottle. It's got some kind of a rich blue liquid inside of it, and he gulps it down really quick. He goes, "That'll help out. That'll do it. All right, so off we go." And he starts marching towards the door.
Follow.
We're actually slower than him because we're exhausted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 2 points per
We have 2
Exhausted.
points. Like, slow down.
That's why I'm hoping he has a cart or something we can all just sleep in.
He turns
Like,
around
that's
at the
something
door.
for the night.
He turns around at the door and sees everybody moving kind of slowly. He goes, "Boy, you guys don't look like you're in very good shape at all. Well, you'll be fine. A couple days rest. You'll get that on the way. Well, sort of. Let's go." And he opens up the door and heads out. There's a couple mages outside, and he goes, move aside, gotta save Long Saddle, on my way. VoidGale, let me through." Mages actually get out of his way and make room and allow you to leave the tower that you find yourself exiting after going through a few doorways and hallways.
Oliver's opinion still does not change.
Idaho's just still kind of like 1,000-yard staring.
And Haw is still maintaining his formation.
Hanging out with me.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
How close is Ha from him? Like 5 feet or
Probably.
further back or what?
Depends on the
Let's say, like-
dimensions of the area, I would imagine. What was that, Ryken?
No, that's pretty accurate. Like, still be trying to like keep formation, but
No,
I mean,
right up on you.
yeah, but within arm's reach for sure. So like within 2-3 feet.
If there's not room off to one side, fall in behind, etc.
Yeah.
Common sense stuff.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, he doesn't really know too many manners. He is, I don't know, what he is. Right, like he feels like an attachment, should I say? That's why he's following Ezra.
When you reach outside, Vaelyn stops and says, "Right, you're all here. So, here we go." And he throws down. He pulls out of what appears to be a bag of holding, and he calls out, "Black mare, tan mare," and he just keeps calling out different shades of horse, and then he has his arms full of 5 statuettes of wondrous power. You recognize him right away, of course, Ezra.
Yeah.
And he throws them on the ground, calling out names: Bitsin, Switchin, Critchin. They're all variations of that name, and each time he calls out a name, a horse poofs into existence. They have tack on him and everything. He goes, "Right, let's go." Oh, I don't suppose one of you. Oh, never mind. Ha! Give me a lift, would you?
I mean, I have my own horse. Pocket horse.
He's just a little gnome. I can lift him up, right?
Oh yeah, no strength check needed.
I
feel like
launch
you
him
just,
into the air. Yeet.
feel like you just pinch the scruff of his collar, just like how a mama cat picks up his little babies. Just
Like a hibachi chef, I use my great sword.
oh yeah.
Flip him up there like a fried egg.
All right.
Imagine I gotta crawl up this thing because I'm so short too.
Oh,
It's a full size horse, right?
I forgot that one of the summoned creatures is mechanical and kind of like a massive draft horse size for RivRav. But you can see that it's magically powered still. Glowing eyes. You can see rivulets of power flowing through, underneath of plates and stuff.
Do I get up the horse? Or I did this at a disadvantage, don't I?
It'll be canceled out because I'll be helping you up there, bud.
Oh. I'm on the struggle bus.
I just pick him up by his backpack.
Once everybody is mounted,
Yep.
Vaelyn says, "Let's go!" and begins to gallop down the streets. People have to jump out of the way.
Excuse me.
You guys, I imagine, actually, you don't really have a choice. The horses were summoned by him and therefore follow him. So you're just along for the ride at this point. At least you have a saddle. Could be worse. But he makes it to the front gates, and which are wide open. And as he's riding past the guards who jump out of the way, but brandish their weapons, he goes, "Vaelyn von VoidGale, coming through. Check with the mages. You'll know." And out you go. And just keep on running.
Just call out, "Sorry!"
Keep on keeping on.
You see some of them like calling out warnings to people. You see some of them, a couple guys go running off into the town. You see one of them brandishing some kind of glowing object, and then you're out of sight. You have no idea what's happening back there, but VoidGale does not seem the least bit worried about it. So showing up in... wrong map. Showing up in Waterdeep. The party begins the long ride north toward Red Larch. And you go right past Ryken's homestead. So, and you can actually see there's some construction going on. Looks like they're in the process of building the first few houses. First few parts of the house, I mean. And construction seems to be well on its way.
All right.
You continue north, making a really good time. These horses are more than twice as fast as any horse you've ever ridden, including your own summoned horse.
Oof. All right. Being moderately terrified.
At the end of the day, as the sun is waning, Vaelyn pulls hard at his reins and pulls up. He goes, hold up! I'd get off if I were you." And he clambers down the side of the horse.
All right, dismount.
Off I go.
Out. Off.
Was that a horse whinny I heard? Anyways,
You're hearing things.
I might be. I don't know. I was sick. Who knows? COVID's
Nice.
making me hear things now.
Get to hallucinate while playing.
Yeah.
Lucky.
What are you saying?
You got like surround sound.
You don't like my gnome? All right, so not but maybe 5 seconds after everybody climbs off of their horses, the horses revert back to statuettes, and Vaelyn quickly runs over and begins picking up the statuettes. Excuse me, gotta recharge these.
Speaking of recharging, we really need to rest.
I'm gonna get set to get some tea made for the three of us.
I'll start creating bonfires.
Oh, we'll use those bonfires for the tea.
But I'll do it sitting down because, yeah, I'm tired. All
I'll
this
just
emotions.
Throughout the ride, which it was probably only about mid-morning when you started, it's hard to believe that all of this happened in just one morning, but it has.
Yeah.
And throughout the day, you've had to listen to Vaelyn as he called out various information about things that you passed that honestly was useless information. He would talk about the history of some field and people that you have no idea who they were that used to live there, and just random things in his screeching voice.
Oliver would have taken the last horse in the whole procession, so he wouldn't have to listen to anything.
Anyone having a conversation with us in real life?
All right, I'm gonna pass out some tea. It's Olasuba tea, and it will reduce your exhaustion by 1 extra point through a long rest.
Nice.
Very nice.
Idaho's just been quiet the whole day. Still thinking. Even though he, is less worried that, Balin said that there could be a chance, but still, he's still pretty distraught. And then drink tea and then basically just go to bed.
Vaelyn pipes up shortly after everybody starts assembling over at the side of the road. He goes, "Well, don't just sit there. Get a camp going. Get a fire going."
We already got a fire going.
Oh, I know.
That's good. That's good.
Put up your little dome just over us.
Consider him an enemy, so he can't get
When we're ready for bed, I'll put up the dome.
No, yeah, it only lasts like 8 hours.
How big is this fire?
Campfire size?
I think isn't it 5 foot radius
Yeah, because it's a
bonfire?
5 foot. It occupies a 5 foot square.
Yeah, it's big.
So we can put up the dome around it and all be in here too.
I mean, it's probably not actually 5 feet across, but you wouldn't want to get too close to it either. So
yeah.
And then it keeps disappearing every minute too, so I have to keep recasting it.
Yeah.
Unless we actually just go
You
get
can
wood
start
to
the fire. You can start a real fire with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think
I'll go gather some wood.
I think the dome is always warm, anyways. So
yeah, it's warm.
Well, like, hear me out. You know, like how you like with a clay pot, you could put that over a fire and it like keeps the heat.
Yeah.
Like Ha's gonna do that. He's gonna stand over the fire, like start gathering that heat in his body, if that makes sense. Then it's just gonna be residual heat off of this Warforged.
He just sits in the fire.
Nice.
Don't touch him.
it takes a while, but his armor plating begins to glow with heat after a while. Yeah, he's definitely pretty warm.
A little heater.
It's like a little space heater.
Yeah.
The fire and the heat appears to do no damage to him.
Dude, let's keep this guy with us forever. He's way better than Ryken. Too soon? Okay. We'll get him back. Don't worry, buddy.
You know, the person that played Ryken's still here. As funny as that sounds.
That's awful odd behavior, Ha. What are you doing?
Sounds like he's got a mind of his own.
Nah,
Feeling less comfortable about sacrificing this dude.
He has no soul. If you don't have a soul, you can't really have your own mind. He doesn't have a soul, so impossible.
Oh, that's some closed-minded thinking right there.
If you say so. My studies say otherwise.
I mean, I got like 2 souls right now.
Really?
And I'm not 2 people, I'm just one.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Don't touch my souls.
Maybe we could extract one, give it to Ha.
Swords out. Fuck. You ain't touching my souls.
Calm down, calm down. I was just thinking about it. Obviously, that's a bad idea. Who knows what would happen to you? Ha's very interesting.
Speaking of which, I'm not even the only one here with 2 souls, and I look over Ido. Do you have like a... Is Tanuki separate or part of you? Never really asked.
He's. And then I'll just trail off. He's my friend.
Oh?
I'm kind of tired, guys. I think I'm just gonna hit the sack.
Well, we can all get some rest.
Yeah, me too.
So you guys fall asleep inside your bubble. Wake up the next day. Vaelyn summons the horses again. Ha, you stayed with the fire while it was hot. Did you stoke the fire to keep it going, or...
Yeah, I would have kept it going over time.
Well, the fire's still going when you get in the morning, and Ha is still blazing hot.
Well, let's get this fire out. Fire safety and all that. Don't want to burn down another forest.
Might be a good idea.
Do I have anything that quickly puts out fire?
What's that?
I have no spells that can quickly put out a fire.
I'm selecting spells. I'm actually going to select one for create water. Create or destroy water.
Okay.
Got up in the morning, ate a ration.
And
I'm good to go.
rode off into the sunset. Well, sunrise.
Then
Ooh, sunrise.
North, not
Made
really
picture.
either.
fire first.
All right, and today you pass Red Larch, and then camp just south of Tribor.
Yeah, we're making a good time.
Wrong calculation. It would be just north of Tribor.
Ido, try to get a hold of
Yeah.
Zephyros again.
Yeah, good idea. I'll go ahead and try to use the sending stone again.
You try to use the sending stone, but nothing happens.
I don't know, guys. I'm worried about Zephyros now too.
Make
You mentioned-
another Arcana check for me again, please.
Yeah, one sec.
At least you guys don't feel so tired today.
Oh yeah,
That was good tea.
enough.
You study the stone, looking it over, and you feel like you should be knowing something here. But yeah, you're just not quite getting it. Something's definitely not working. You're not getting any kind of a response. I cannot believe you can't beat a 12 with a +8. So sad.
He's distracted.
I hope the night doesn't go this way. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a bad night for the rest of you.
I'm rolling fine, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, he's all right. This is
Yeah.
making an
It's
assumption.
it's in character.
Yeah, making an assumption.
I'm passing out good berries now. I finally went back to grabbing those again.
Thank you for the good berry. If Zephyros mentioned light and barrier, so
Make sure
if
you
he got
roll your portents, by the way, Eidolon.
if he
Oh,
got
yeah.
hit with it, he's probably on that other plane too. And if he's on another plane, I doubt it'll work.
God, I hope they're all right.
Calendar forward today.
Oh yeah, thank God we're past that part of the calendar.
Yeah. How much worse can it get? All right. So,
How old is Ezra?
Huh? That's
How old
right.
is Ezra?
old enough
24.
to know better.
Too old to be a high school werewolf.
Oh, unfortunately, no. It'd be like grad school werewolf.
Grad school werewolf.
That's the reboot they tried to make years later.
Wow. All right. So, make camp that night. Once again, make a fire. Ha, are you going to take over the fire again? Probably.
Yeah.
He's just trying to turn himself into a heating plate, guys.
I mean, that's all he is, yeah.
We can cook off of them.
He is the heat metal that Kai was always wanting to do.
It's like it's scratching a neck, you know. Feels good.
And then create your bubbles to stay in. Is that correct?
Yes. Am I muted? Nope.
Nope.
Yes. Bubble.
So, this time, as you're sleeping, have all of you guys make a perception check.
I have a passive of 19.
Still want you to roll it. For the purpose of what I'm doing, it's more along
God, I
the
can't see
lines.
shit.
It's more along the lines of rolling a random number, and I'm making you roll your perception so that there's some difference in the modifier. So Eidolon, during your shift, because Vaelyn doesn't take a watch, and
Would we need to take a watch with our bubble?
well,
I thought like
okay.
enemies couldn't get in.
If you don't take a watch, fine. Change my story a little bit. You wake up in the middle of the night to some strange noises outside, and you see some humanoid creatures kind of darting around out off to one side in a field. They move around a bit, and then they come over towards the road where you are, where you all got off of your horses for the day. And then they kind of sniff around a little bit, and you get your first good look at one as the moonlight It shines onto them.
What the hell?
And then they dart off into the further off into the field away from you, unable to find you in any way. They just leave, running off into the wilderness. Everybody else is asleep, so you can do what you want with that. Random encounters in the wilderness are a thing of the past with the bubble.
I'll just stay awake for a little bit longer to make sure they don't come back. And then if not, then I'll fall back asleep.
Okay.
I'm always worried that like someday we'll put up a bubble and then wake up and we're just fully surrounded by things just waiting
Thanks for
with
the
all
idea.
prepared actions.
Yeah. Thanks for giving the DM an idea.
Just like bandits are like, oh yeah, we know what that is.
All right. Next day, wake up, continue your ride.
I'll tell everyone about this too in the morning. Describe what I saw.
Sounds unnatural.
Yeah, they looked really weird. But I don't think they could see us in the bubble.
How long did they stick around?
Only for a little bit. And then they went off that way to the wilderness. I stayed up for a little bit to make sure they didn't come back, but it was... I don't know.
They headed
Should
off
be
to
on the
west, towards
the west,
the crypt garden,
the forest.
the crypt garden forest. Yep.
Oh, that sounds appropriate. Normally I would say we should investigate this, but we're on a schedule.
Yeah.
So we should just be on the lookout, but that's what I saw.
So I'm choosing to ignore the side quest. Nobody tell Ryken. Alright.
Alright, so new day.
Yep.
Ooh, baby.
Nice.
Those are some good portions.
I hope we get into a counter.
Today, Ha's going to be following Ido
Betrayal.
in his little formation.
Okay.
Ido will have one of those moments then, like during the day, where he'll just get like the feeling of, oh, Ryken's behind me, and he'll turn back and see Ha, and then be like, oh, and then just turn forward again. But still just pretty distraught.
So this day's travel gets you almost all the way to Long Saddle before dusk, and you have to camp one more time.
Rinse and repeat.
Is there anything that can we see Long Saddle at all?
No, it's probably another 20 miles.
I could make it. I could get there.
Well, let's just keep riding. Stay the course.
Keep riding when? Sorry?
Yeah, we can't ride at night.
Oh, right. Alright.
It's going to be an unsettling rolling down the road that's going to occur if you keep riding at dusk. No,
I mean,
the horses
tuck and roll.
revert. The horses revert
Yeah.
at dusk. So
Yeah. All right.
the only thing you could do is keep walking, and it's too far to make it there without walking all night long.
Yeah, we'll camp.
And again, too, since I don't know, I'll try the sending stone again.
Okay, and try to use the sending stone again. You still get nothing. I'll give you one more try. Finally, after finally thinking about it, you're like, it's not even activating. It doesn't seem to be working like even at all. It's not sending your message, let alone receiving.
Weird. Would I know why that would happen?
I mean, not without doing something like checking the magical stone, like detect magic or something like that. Because you don't have natural magic sight, so.
I mean, I gave you a rough idea of what Ezra thinks
Yeah.
is going on.
Just during the night, then I'll detect magic.
The stone has become inert and is no longer magical.
I'll just kind of look at it, flabbergasting.
It is
Flabbergasted. Don't understand how this could happen. That's it.
Okay. So you sleep through the night.
Sad. Didn't even get to use my 20.
Okay. Well, I did have an encounter there, but you guys, inside the bubble, they can't get you. So it's like, all right, throw that away.
Fast travel.
That's so nice. It's so nice.
Is it?
Then we
though?
we don't have to deal with the exhaustion the next day because we didn't sleep.
All right, so moving on. I mean, this is why I don't bother to make random encounters for you when you're traveling anymore. It's like I make them up. It's like, it's completely worthless.
You gotta find a way to lure us out. That's the main thing. Get creative.
You're on well, I could the only thing I thought of, and I did think of that, is that I could have like another group of people on the road get attacked.
Yeah.
Nearby, and then you would have to come out to try to save them type situation. But given that you're arrow line focused, I wanted to, move it along instead. So, besides, there are more chances to come. All right, so the next morning, wake up. Nothing happens in the middle of the night. You do hear quite a lot of howling in the distance. Actually, you know what? During the night, Ezra, you wake up in a cold sweat to the sound of howling wolves in the distance. The moon is not full, but something out there is calling to you.
Is this something that is actually like magically compelling me?
No, not magically compelling you.
Okay.
Something out there is calling to you. I'm not sure if you remember anything about Long Saddle.
Oh yeah.
Sounds
close.
like Ulver just did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It all
I forgot
comes back.
they told us not to leave because there was werewolves.
Yeah, but he wasn't with us that first time.
All right.
But Long Saddle is the
No,
force
but
around us.
he was there with
Oh.
other people, and this was told to him, but it was during his I'm not really paying attention stage.
I was working nights. Give me a break.
I know. I was just explaining why you might not remember.
If I had thaumaturgy, I would have made a very loud howl back, but I don't. So
So you hear it, and it's a little disturbing to you. You see a figure in the night move across the field, and you see wolves moving across the field, and you feel that longing to run with them, and then they're gone, and you feel sadness, actually, a little sad at the freedom that would be yours out there, and it's a strange feeling because that's not normal for you to want to be, running with wolves.
yeah, it is odd. Damn Malar.
And anyways, next morning, everybody wakes up, packs it up, and continues on the way. As you get closer to Long Saddle, Eidolon, Ezra, interesting rolls. I don't know what that one's gonna be good for, but we'll see, right?
We'll see.
You
We'll
never
see.
know. Give somebody a critical fail.
Just so it's funny.
So as you approach Ezra, Eidolon, and Olver, all three of you feel the hairs on the backs of your arms and the backs of your necks pick up. As you come into sight, you come around a bend, and over the trees you can see the blue tip of the flying tower. And then as you get a little closer, more and more of it comes into view. And then you, around another bend, you see finally the city of Long Saddle. And the tower flying beside it seems completely undamaged. The town seems undamaged, but there's something beyond it, off to the west side of town, where the Ivy Mansion, you see a shimmering, like a half globe of shimmering whiteness.
Is anything moving? Does it look like this place is in stasis, or
No. You see the people in the town. There's still people moving around. There is absolutely no one over next to the bubble, as it were. It's a really big bubble, but it's a bubble.
tower first? Talk with Zephyros and then bubble.
Let's talk to the people around here first. See if they've seen anyone come and go or anything.
All right. Figure we can confer with them, talk with Zephyros, and then try to enact this plan.
You haven't passed
Yeah.
anybody going the opposite way on the road in the entire trip north from
So
from Tribor. So
nobody's trying to flee.
you probably passed a couple of, travelers that were going the same direction as you, but no one going the other way. So, into town first?
Yeah.
Yep.
Vaelyn says, "Well, there it is. Looks like I was right. Shifted." That flying tower is quite interesting. You guys know anything about that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where we live.
You live in that tower.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you don't have one of those? Okay.
No, I don't have one of those.
That's too bad.
Our butler's a cloud giant.
Your butler is a cloud giant. Oh, wait a
Something
minute.
like that.
I think I read something about that. Was it Straos? No. It was Carphos? No. What What was the name of that wizard?
Hey, you keep thinking about that. We're gonna keep going on into town.
I mean, you can meet him.
Well, if you're headed to town, that's fine. I'm gonna head over toward the barrier. I'll see you in a while.
All right, we'll be there soon.
I'm gonna get set up. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Will do. Which way's Haw going? Is he sticking with us or with him?
Which way is Hall going?
Oh yeah, he'd still be sticking with Nido.
Still following Ido.
As soon as he leaves, I'm going to approach Haw. Haw, you are willing to go through with this, right? No one's forcing you?
Get a thumbs up.
Okay.
Draw your own conclusions. That's funny.
He's actually that's his cry for help.
Yeah.
But we're just like, oh, okay, thumbs up, you're good.
It's just a I have no mouth and must scream situation.
He's been trying to burn himself to death just so he didn't have to go through with it. 'Cause, he can't die.
It's like that scene from Aliens. Just kill me, kill me.
Aren't my character decisions. I'm playing a role here.
I'm gonna take 2 seconds to grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
In the dirt on one side, I'm going to draw a stick figure on fire and say, all right, fiery sacrificial death, and then a stick figure in a castle living with us in a tower. Stand on the one that you're planning on doing, that you would choose to if you want. Do you want to risk and shut this down, or do you want to come with us?
All right, we get it, Ezra. You'd rather have a robot sidekick than Ryken back. I get it.
We've only explored one option on getting Ryken back. I'm not giving up on that. It's just I don't feel comfortable sacrificing someone intentionally, unless I know for a fact that they're willing.
I have returned.
Hold on a second. So you basically see him use his fist and he shakes it like this at you.
So much easier if we were playing in person to do this, right, Ryken?
I was thinking about using.
Do sign language.
I was thinking about using my webcam tonight.
I made the 2 doodles on the ground.
Well, you can if you want.
Please stand on one.
You could use your webcam to let people see what you're doing, but that's up to you.
Wait, what'd you put on the ground?
Oh, I made 2 doodles. Are you wanting to go and potentially sacrifice yourself, stick figure burning, or do you want to come with us on the castle, stick figure in the house?
Nice, dude.
We
Perfect
won't
noodles.
judge you no matter what your answer is, but I just want this to be what you want.
I just erase them with my foot.
Okay. Can't say I didn't try.
You're really gonna limit the wants of a robot to 2 things? Come on, dude. more complex than that.
I mean, considering we're having a pretty binary choice coming up pretty soon.
I think he'll do whatever Ido does. So if he chooses to walk through the barrier, because he is right behind him, right?
I'm just saying that. All right, he now knows.
Get
Yafi's-
information. Let's go.
All right, what did you guys want to ask the villagers?
As you walk into the village, you see a woman walking towards you. She's disheveled and she's hunched in on herself and dry washing her hands. And she looks up at you with kind of a vacant look with sunken eyes. And she says, "Blood! So much blood!" And she runs off screaming.
Wait, what'd she say?
Well,
Blood,
that's
so
not a
much
good
blood.
sign. I will, as we're walking around town, it takes me 10 minutes, but I want to cast Detect Magic.
All right, you cast Detect
See what-
Magic. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Oh no. Oh no. I know what this is.
A 2.
A 2. Okay.
Bless you.
So you attempt to cast your spell. You feel this violent force of magic crowd in around you. And your spell fizzles. Something that you're not accustomed to happening. And suddenly this smell erupts from you. Even you, your eyes start to water as this overwhelming smell of skunk erupts from Eidolon.
Ah.
Did I just shit my pants?
Couldn't you have waited until you get to the outhouse?
Tanuki?
Okay, well,
Blame it on the raccoon.
all right, you guys, be careful about using magic. Oh, that stinks. Ugh.
Well, it's literally the one thing I have. So
Oh, the one thing you have. Mm.
24-hour stink, just so you know.
Oh,
And it won't wash off.
all right, go over there and put up your dome. You sitting there now?
no, I don't want to cast another spell.
You can ritual it.
That's what I just did. I did ritual casting of
Uh,
Detect Magic. Well, I don't think we're gonna find anyone helpful. Should we just go meet up with Vaelyn
we should go say hi to Zephyros.
Zephyros.
Reminds me. Give me a second.
or Zephyros?
Zephyros and the dragon waifu.
The dragon waifu. As you're headed back, you turn around and head back towards the city gates. On your way out, you're barely inside of them. And on your way out, the same woman is suddenly behind you, staring up at you. She's not very tall. I guess not up at Ulver. And she's still dry washing her hands, if anything, quicker and more urgently. And she's got this intense look on her face. And then she throws her hands wide and goes, "Blood everywhere! Everywhere! So much blood!" And then she runs off again.
Huh.
I would try to help her, but
Wonder if they're affected by this bubble thing. If what little Nomi boy says is true, maybe it's extending out to them even.
They might have tried to cast magic
But
and something weird happened to them.
I don't know.
As you're standing there talking, a man runs up to you and goes, "Where'd she go? I've been trying to catch Granny all day."
I will point out the direction.
"Oh,
Yeah.
thank you." He's still
What's-
breathing hard.
Is she okay? What's with the blood everywhere? Speak.
Oh, it's a strange field around the Ivy Mansion that appeared the other day. She went to look at it. Said she was worried about the mages. She knows a couple of them, I guess. Anyways, when she came back, she was like that. I don't know what happened, but nobody's gone near it since.
All
If
right.
I was you, I'd stay away from it. And then he runs
As
off after
much
his grandma.
as I wanted to go see Zephyros and make sure he's okay, the gnome just went over there. We should probably go check on him.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we should call out before we get too close, just in case. I don't know.
And you'll notice that I have a map for Long Saddle.
Yeah.
Handy,
So-
right?
I assume we're just out the south entrance road.
You guys, can you see the aura that's created by that object there, or not on your screen?
Yes, I can see the
The-
void.
The yellow
void?
aura.
Yeah.
The yellow
Yeah.
aura. Okay.
Yes, we can.
That's the shielded area there.
So let's go check on this gnome.
the gnome or Zephyros?
As much as I would like to see Zephyros, the thing that just made that woman crazy is the same place that gnome just went
Yeah,
by himself. So we should probably catch up with him.
agreed.
All right, let's roll on over to the void.
I'll just suggest not to look too intently inside. That's all.
If it looks back, keep staring. You can't let it win.
Well, there goes Ezra.
He's already crazy.
Gonna get a third roommate in my head. Let's go.
All right. So are you gonna head towards where the road intersects the shield, or?
If that's the way the gnome
Vaelyn
looked like
von
he was going.
VoidGale. Yeah, we're gonna go look for him.
with
He was
the-
headed in that direction. Yeah.
All right, gonna go follow VVV.
Okay. VD, huh?
VVV.
VVD.
Yeah.
Or VVV. Yeah. Or G. Oh. Anyways, I'm overthinking it. So you head over, and you can see the gnome is currently got what looks like a book out. He's sitting on the ground, flipping through it. He's got several different things out around him. As you
Hey, you crazy yet?
What? No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing. He throws the thumb at the thing. Keeps shifting, and it's gonna make it a little harder.
Just letting you know, we ran into a villager who may have touched it, who is now seeing blood everywhere. So
Well,
careful.
yeah, I'm not surprised. There's been some interesting things in it. He glances over at it. He goes, "There, see, look at it now."
Did I actually see anything?
You look over into the shield, and you can see, actually, it's not opaque. You're looking into it, and you can see what appears to be endless clouds and air, and things moving through the air that are nearly invisible. Only take shape inside the air. And VoidGale says, "See, that is the plane of air.
All right. It's
Just
shifting.
a little while ago, it was a plane of water. That's kind of crazy. It's possible that if it shifted to something that, might have induced a little madness, Possible.
No,
Just
that makes-
don't stare at it if it looks weird, I guess.
Standing 15 feet away. Be careful about using magic, too.
Oh, don't worry. I've got a focusing crystal that takes care of the wild magic area here. It's fine.
Buzzkill.
Must be nice.
Oh, you should be careful. Yeah. Something happened? Oh, my God. Yep, something happened. You go downwind.
I'm assuming you can smell it now?
Yeah, you got close enough. It's downwind. That way. That way's downwind.
I'm gonna physically go over to Eidolon and put him upwind of him.
Push him up. No, not that way. That's the wrong.
This is what you say.
And he fishes around in a bag, pulls out some a clothespin and sticks it on his nose. I'm fine. It's fine. Yeah, whatever. Oh God, this is bad.
Well, so long as you're good, we got someone we need to go talk to. Keep trying to figure out a pattern to this or some other way we can help. In the meantime, let's go talk to Zephyros.
Somebody roll a D9 for me.
D9?
Actually, I take that back. Hold on a second.
Who's rolling?
I'll roll it, but whatever.
I mean, I guess technically you can do a D, whatever you want.
Yeah, D9.
4.
So the scene inside the shield shifts, and you suddenly see a kind of a bloody red landscape with demonic creatures moving across it.
Oh, hey guys, blood everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she's not crazy.
Do I recognize?
Is this home?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Make a religion check.
no. I am technically something else. Just saying. 14.
14. So, looking at it, you quickly determine that this is one of the outer planes, or not the outer planes. Sorry, one of the lower planes, one of the planes of hell. And if you're not mistaken, it's called the Blood Rift.
Oh, I thought it was somewhere I knew. I guess not.
You've read about it. For some reason, it just pops into your memory.
Like, so that's what it looks like.
Some of the demons start turning in your direction, and a couple of them point, and then the image shifts again. Somebody roll a D9. Take the first one that shows up.
All right, you get it over. Go.
I forget this. I forget how to do it on roll 20.
Slash roll.
Slash roll. Okay. 9. Nope, didn't like it.
Slash roll space D9. Or is it slash R?
I did
Space?
1d9.
I'll do. There we go. A 1. That 1. The only time I actually roll in that one as a halfling.
It's funny that you both rolled a 9 or 1.
The scene shifts to absolute darkness. It's not just darkness, but you feel like it's the absence of everything.
Spooky.
Some astral sea.
You just killed whatever's in there. Congrats.
As you continue to look at it,
It stares back.
you feel reality is beginning to unravel. things are not what they should be, your mind begins to circle.
Look away. Take your head like, all right. Don't look at that. It'll mess you up.
All right.
Take a quick stop to Zephyros.
Yeah, let's wander over to Zephyros. Well,
Make sure he's okay.
all right. Is our tower on the ground or is it up in the air?
It's up in the air. The
Okay.
cloud steps are down, though.
All right, let's go up these cloud steps. Get our cardio for the day.
You get to the top of the steps and open the doors. Go inside.
Zephyros, you still with us?
The bottom of the bottom floor of the tower. Let's see here.
And I'm calling up for Luma, by the way.
Oh, that's right. You left her behind.
I did. Yeah, I wasn't taking her into the mansion.
That's hilarious. She's been here by herself the entire time.
The whole time.
You get a mental query as you reach out towards Luma, and then excitement as a little owl suddenly flies into view and lands on your shoulder and nuzzles you a little bit.
Luma, I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad you're alive.
She
Is-
says,
Are you all right?
Me too. And then she starts explaining that there are strange creatures in the tower that are not very that don't smell very good.
Oh yeah, the little dragon-looking things, and yeah, it's kobolds.
And then
There's
she
a bunch of them. There's a lady with
And Ido.
and then she says
Oh, yeah.
they sometimes leave nasty things around the tower.
like nasty gross or something else.
She points with a wing to something in the middle of the floor.
What's in the middle of the floor?
What?
What's in the middle of the floor?
It's very small. You're not sure.
Yeah, I know. You stink. It won't hurt you anymore. You want to go take a look at that?
What is it?
You go over and examine it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a desiccated, rottenish kobold toe.
Ew. Or just pick it up. Looks like a toe? I'll just
Wait a
kind of
second.
like, put it in shove it in your face over. Look.
Ah,
I
that
think
is
it's a toe.
unnatural. You get that zombie toe out of my face.
It's a little bit gooey. Just a little. Not completely
Kind of
dried
just,
out.
I'll kind of just flick it off my fingers like a booger.
It's nasty.
Wait. So I'm gonna ask Luma if the lady is around. Forgot her name now. I gotta look it up.
Vaelyn.
The line. That's right. Yeah.
She says, "Oh, she's stayed to herself mostly in that little space she has."
Okay, but they're not supposed to fall apart if she's around.
I don't know, but she stayed mostly in that space, and they've been out here somewhat. So
She's been sending them out.
they've been hanging out next to the doors here.
All
What
I
have they been doing?
that The room doors or what doors?
Well, she's not talking to you.
Oh,
Oh,
oh no.
that's right. I can't hear.
I mean,
He casts eavesdropping.
anyways, she gives you a mental
Roll a
image.
D100.
She gives you a mental image of 4 of those undead kobolds standing, flanking the door, 2 to a side, like guards.
Which doors are they
The
doing
doors
that?
leading out of the tower.
Okay. Are they there now?
Nope.
Did we... Where'd they go?
They went upstairs.
Is Zephyros here?
Yes,
Is he okay?
he's fine.
Okay.
Just working on
Well-
some armor or something.
Oh. That, yeah. Alright, we better go take a look and check in with him. Alright, everybody, it looks like the
Still
kobolds are
working
all...
on Ryken's armor. Ryken's dead.
I thought he took it with him, didn't he? Oh, no. That was another city. That was... Never mind.
We'll put this up on a wall somewhere.
Yeah. In remembrance. We'll frame it and everything.
All right, you guys want to check your rooms out while you're here?
Nope.
All the doors are open.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty nasty.
At least want to check in with Zephyros.
I'll
Okay.
go look in my room. What's going on?
It is a mess in there. Somebody has been sleeping in your bed.
They've been eating my porridge and everything.
Yep. Somebody's been in my bed.
Well, since I'm the smallest one, I guess I've got the best bed and the best porridge.
Just right. All right, so you
All right,
have
off to Zephyros. Yeah.
Yeah, you find Zephyros is currently working on the armor. He sees you as you come up. He goes, "Oh, I'm glad you're okay. I was hoping, wasn't sure what had happened.
Most of us are okay.
Looked like maybe a defense mechanism. I figured I'd wait and see."
Do you know what's up with the sending stone fizzling out?
No. Did you try using it?
I'll pull it out and say, yeah, we tried using it, but it looks like it went inert.
Oh, well, my tower works as a focusing agent for my magic, but, well, this wild magic aura in the area probably had an ill effect on the magic that went through the sending stone, and, kind of fried it. No problem. Here, give me a second. He goes over to his chest, opens up, pulls out another sending stone, hands it to you, goes, "There you go. Right is good. Right is rage. As good as new. You'll be fine now. I wouldn't use it here. Outside of the tower, anyways. Be careful. Magic is a little wonky right now, so
Yeah.
should be fine.
Wait.
in the
About
tower,
that,
though.
how are you
Earlier-
how are you working on the armor with all this wild magic?
Well, like I said, my tower works as a focus and insulator against the wild magic aura.
Earlier, you said that it was probably the defense mechanism. What did you mean by that?
Well, I thought the mages had erected some kind of a shield to protect their land.
No, unfortunately, it was something else.
So
Remember that branch we brought back?
Not sure. What branch was that?
The glowing one.
Oh, the one that we killed before.
Yeah. That.
Well, yeah, I remember it, sort of. I only saw it for a little bit.
We took that into Longsaddle's, into the Parpel's mansion, and they were performing a ritual on it to fuse it with some other parts of this magical spear, and things went very wrong. And Ryken, well, he was left in there, and we don't know what happened. We only barely got out of there.
Oh, Riker. Riker's gone?
Ryken?
Ryken. Ryken? I always get his name wrong. Yeah, at least I don't call you Vulva anymore.
You know, you go right on calling him Riker. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, by the way, this is Ha.
It's not that funny.
It's not wrong.
It's just quiet.
Also, there's
I mean, what did you expect him to do? He's weird.
Nine.
there's also this gnome wizard that well helped us get back this fast, but he's over by the dome right now. He has a theory about how to get in there and hopefully make things right. I'm a little dubious about the guy, but we'll see.
Well, he's a gnome, right? So, yeah, you should be a little careful.
But as we were over there inspecting it, we did notice that there was a bunch. It seemed like it was shifting planes within there.
That's disturbing. Right, so, and what, you're going back there?
Well, we need to go see if Ryken's okay.
Okay.
We need to get him back.
Well, why don't you head on your way, and I'll move the tower about 5 miles over that way.
That
Probably a
actually
good
sounds
idea.
like a very smart idea.
I don't think it's wise to be around dimensional shifts, especially one of that size. So we will wait to see if you survive over there.
You can actually start heading south if you wanted.
No?
Okay. All right. Let's head back over to the
You
void.
want me to head south? Where to?
I mean, just south. We could find you.
Okay.
You don't need to just go a few miles. You don't have to go very far.
So I'll be 5 miles to the south then.
Yeah. That
Okay.
sounds
good. Mind if I leave the stairs up?
Yeah. We'll be able to contact you with the sending stone once it's all cleared up, or we'll be dead. By the way, have the kobolds been a problem?
Kobolds? Oh, no. I've seen them a couple of times.
Seem to have been sleeping in our beds. I mean,
he leans down and puts his face really close to you, Ezra, and he whispers in giant, which is not much of a whisper. You know, I think that Vaelyn is actually a dragon.
you don't say.
Well, you didn't hear it from me, and he gets back up.
Wow, a dragon.
You speak giant?
Oh, did he say that in giant? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, in
Oh,
giant.
yeah, I have no idea what the fuck he said.
No, he didn't. He didn't say it in giant, but I mean, like in a giant's voice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
Everything
said
was
in
volume.
giant too.
I meant like volume.
I got it.
Okay.
I didn't mean to confuse you there. In volume. So quiet for his normal thunderous voice.
So just like a normal yell. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get back to the void. That's exactly where I want to be.
Void walking. Maybe I'll see my home.
Slide down the cloud banister.
You're home.
Let's
You know, I've been meaning
go.
to ask you about your hair. Okay, we're going.
Dude, he dyes his
To
hair. It's
say
not that weird.
to save Riker.
For Riker. He sits on chairs weird.
Alright. Hawes still plodding behind Eidolon, following him around, I assume.
And that's the thing. Ryken never actually sits on a chair. He's like forever squatting. It's part of his routine.
Well, I assume he would sit on them like Riker from Star Trek. In case you've never seen how Riker sits in chairs.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't want to break them.
Alright, so you guys head back over to the rift, the planar shift. As you arrive, you can see that there's a whole lot more set up, and VoidGale appears to be sitting and twiddling his thumbs, watching you stroll up to him. As you get closer, he stands up with a huff and says, "It's about time! I've been waiting forever!"
Kobold's trash your place. It's fine.
Kobolds? In your
It's-
tower?
It's all right.
That
It's all right.
sounds
Most of them are zombies
perfectly
anyways.
horrible. Ugh. I remember when Vaelyn brought her kobolds to my place. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh? What was Vaelyn up to?
I'm not really sure. She asked me some questions about the plane of fire, I believe it was. Once I told her what she wanted to know, she just left. I was very happy to see her go because, kobolds.
Kobold. But
It's like she uses people.
All I can tell you is that she's allied with the mages at Long Saddle, and I was obligated to get her information.
But for the most part, she's on the up and up, right?
How would I know? She's pretty. I'll give her that. Her kobolds, though, stink and cause all kinds of mess, and who would want that? So, anyways, I'm ready for the ritual when you guys are.
All right.
I mean,
Oh,
we
it's your
probably shouldn't
turn.
wait too long.
What does this entail then? What is this
do you-
ritual?
what do you
How
need?
long is it going to take? What are we going to see?
Well, I don't think it's safe to stare at this thing too long, but somebody roll a d9.
Eidolon, you're up.
Six.
6.
It shifts, and you now see the Ivy Mansion as it was before all of this happened, just like you would normally see it.
There it is.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He goes, "Oh yeah, that's showed up a couple times. Don't worry, that's just kind of like a view in passing, as it were. Without the tunnel the pathway through the void that I'm going to create, you will not connect with it." Oh, and there it's gone. Somebody roll a d9 again. Now you see kind of a misty version of. Actually, also roll a d3 for me. I know I'm making all these dice that aren't, normal dice. Just so you have to
Aren't real. 2.
Okay, so it shifts to kind of a misty view of kind of a starlit, almost stars forming the different structures of the land and everything. But you see a forest with many woodland creatures. The creatures all seem made of mist and light or darkness. As you're watching a prowling panther made up of light and mist and shadow creeps out of the forest and looks over towards you with large luminous eyes.
I recognize this plane.
Make an
Do we
Arcana
recognize
check.
that panther?
Do you recognize the panther?
We met a face panther once before.
Make
22.
Make an intelligence check for me, Ezra.
Does he look threatening?
This appears to be the ethereal plane.
9.
The panther seems familiar to you. You get a striking sense that you've seen it before, but you just can't place it.
Wait.
Gwyn?
Ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Can't pronounce that name at all.
You're not going to try, are you? Because I've rarely heard somebody say it right, and I'm not one of them.
Gwynhirvar?
What now?
Gwynhirvar? Is that you?
Oh, what was that?
And then the scene shifts again. Somebody roll a d9.
Someone else want to
Sorry,
roll?
I went to the trouble to write all this up. I'm putting some of it in here.
I'll do it. I got it.
I already got it.
Too late.
It's the same number.
Weird. Weird.
Let's see.
It's double 3s.
Yeah. What is 33?
Now you see a diamond city. It appears to be made of glinting stone, gold, and what might be diamond, with what looks like clouds holding it up. Winged humanoids flit through the air.
Oh, celestial plane. All right.
Next.
Just like
a slideshow at this point.
just
Yeah.
swipe.
He goes, it's really quite interesting to watch, isn't it?
Yeah. I like this
Not
one. Blood
bad.
in the blood one.
Well,
I see?
I've seen 3 different lower planes and 2 now of the upper planes. And, a couple different things. Go ahead and somebody roll a d9 again.
Oh, go with the 1.
Or a 6.
Yeah, go with the 1. You rolled it first.
It's nice. All you have to do is push
It
up.
switches back to that absolute darkness thing that
I-
made you
I look
go
away.
crazy.
I look away immediately.
And the gnome looks away too and goes, "Oh, don't look at that one. That one, that's kind of unsettling. Nobody should look directly into the void."
Fine.
That is what the Ivy Mansion is slowly sliding into.
So what's this tunnel system you got?
I'm gonna
What are you
create
gonna need?
I'm gonna create a tunnel using my magic and a few magic objects that will connect the outside of the barrier here, this planar shift, to the Ivy Mansion where it is slowly sliding into the void.
Will anything be able to get out of there? Into here?
sorry, Ezra. That's hilarious. Well, I have a plan. Don't worry. All right. I mean, I don't think it's safe to stare at that too long. Could somebody roll a d9 again?
Got it. Ooh, a 9.
Nice. That's the one I was hoping you'd get. The view shifts again, and the gnome turns around as it does so, and he goes, "What is that?" And you see what appears to be a great wood and metal wheel, like a watermill wheel, with two streams driving it, one from below and one from above. The upper one is falling down. It's white as milk. Falls down the right side of the wheel. Black water, like water seen in the moonlight, rushes up from below to drive the wheel from below on the left. The two are caught in the wheel and joined together. A blue sparkling stream flows away from the wheel towards the viewpoint and then off out of sight to the left. The gnome says, "I've never seen anything like it. What is it?"
Well, it's called a water wheel. You see, when the water flows, it turns the fans, and I just explained what a water wheel is and the purpose of.
"Does that look like a normal water wheel to you?" He says back.
Nobody said it was normal, but it's a water wheel.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
yes, of course.
I mean, not everybody knows these things. You've been like cloistered up in your towers or whatever.
Now it's gone. Somebody roll a d9.
Can I Arcana check before to see if I know?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to do the same thing.
All right, Eidolon, sidebar.
Oh,
Whispers, please.
yo.
You look at it, and suddenly it clicks. This is the driving force of the entire universe. This is the simple device that causes everything to happen.
Oh, this is like the beginning and end of time.
Yep.
Jeez. Okay.
Outside of the stream, I'll tell you more about it, but not on the stream.
Yeah, that's cool.
In that Warforged, but
Back.
all right.
Okay.
What is it?
Oh, no way. It's like, beginning and end of time. Like the driving force of everything. Wow, if we got to see that.
Seems like kind of a poor adaptation.
It's a good thing that Ezra didn't Eldritch blast it,
So you get the Ivy Mansion again as the next thing that pops up again. And then the gnome says, "Well, there it is. You guys ready?"
Let go.
All
All
right.
I have to do is activate the spell. All right. Like I said, be careful what you look at in there. Reality is not going to be really all that stable. Now, before it's too late, just hang on to your belt buckles." And then
I'm not wearing a belt.
he clacks together a couple of rods and throws some dust in the air, says a word, and a rift in the outside of the shield rips open. And a portal appears going into somewhere. And he says, "All right, I can only hold this open for so long, so I suggest that you hurry. Find the place where this shift happened, and then touch Hall with this." Vaelyn holds out a purple crystal. "It will open his chest and allow the power inside to flood the area. The reaction of those two forces should push the mansion back in our direction enough that I can anchor it again. See you on the other side, heroes!" And then Vaelyn steps into the portal to hold it open from within.
I'll grab the crystal, I guess. And
Hot
then
runs
step on
through.
through.
Yep.
Going in.
All right, into the mirror dimension.
I wrote a thing in case you asked him about his comment about whether or not it was safe or something. Would you like to hear it?
Go for it.
Sure.
I like that we're just so trusting. We're just like, yeah, all right.
We know it's not
really
safe.
thought
But
I really thought you'd ask, so he would go, "What? No,
I kind of did.
I'm sure the two powers will cancel one another out. You have nothing to worry about. Or my name isn't Vaelyn von VoidGale." Simple.
Wait, it's not?
And then if you asked more details, he goes, "I am 37% sure that nothing bad will happen."
Insight check.
But anyway,
All right, to be honest,
you guys didn't do
37%.
that. You just walked in, so we're moving on.
37% is like better odds than most rolls that we have. So sounds
Not wrong.
good to me.
Okay. So you guys stepped inside the portal. Ha, you following him?
It's long saddle, which is kind of like where I'm supposed to be anyway. So I thought I would take point, just be in front.
Okay. So you step
All right.
through first.
I'll be next.
I made sure to grab the crystal. And then also,
Somebody did. All right, so you step through the portal and find yourselves looking across a broken walkway. There's still a portal behind the party that you can see, and on the other side of it, just before you can see the actual long saddle in the background, and the gnome holding his hands and arms wide to hold the portal open with his magic. He grins at you as you look back. But you see a broken path leading to another portal. There's constellations of stars glimmer at you from above and below. The path appears to be made of stone squares and is crumbling in places. As you stand looking about, a blustery wind comes out of nowhere and shakes the stones around you. Then the world flickers. The stability of reality seems to almost stop for a second and then resettles itself. Maybe you should hurry along.
Is there any indication of where we should be heading towards? Anything that we recognize from Long Saddle?
The map, if you're looking at it, you're essentially on the left side and you're moving to the right side. I didn't bother to put tokens on here because it's irrelevant.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Off we go.
Move along, yeah.
Essentially, you have to move from the left side to the right side, and there's, depending on what you choose to do, there's a couple skill checks along the way.
all right.
All right.
Like
Is Ha gonna lead us then?
Ha was going first. So, Ha, you step out onto the stones and kind of thread your way across. I need you to make a acrobatics check for me. All right. So Ha quite nimbly actually steps from stone to stone, making it to around the halfway point. Who's next?
Idaho's
I
up.
think that's me. Acrobatics, you say?
Yep. And Eidolon skips along, not really having a problem. Who's
I'll go ahead and go next then.
Oliver's up. Okay.
And you'll have to repeat this order for the second part of the journey. All right, so Oliver, not a problem. Ezra, not a problem. You all make it halfway. So back to Ha for the second half.
This is when Johnny dies again.
No, he even more nimbly
You
steps.
He's
can't
just
see his rolls.
I realize that there, but I can.
But it's fine.
So
Yeah.
he got a 24.
Hawes
Okay.
just cartwheeling through.
Yeah, it's like he just makes it seem like
Hey,
nat 20. Same thing with
I follow
Idle.
his lead. I do a backflip with it.
Over
See what
almost
that does.
slips and falls off one side, but corrects just in time. Kind of pats his chest and then keeps moving. You make it. 13 is what you had to get. So
I got inspiration, so I was like, do I use it now?
I was hanging on my inspiration too, just in case.
as you're moving across, there's a couple buffeting winds and stuff that that make it not fun to do. It's with the the thought of falling into space essentially. So, but you make it to the other side and stand now in front of the portal on the other side.
Right, well, nothing left to do but to go through, I guess.
You can't see anything through this portal, and looking back, you can't see anything through the far portal anymore.
Well,
The world
forward it is.
flickers again. You feel reality shake and then latch back a hold of.
Ryken.
Who's going first through the next portal?
Figure same order.
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah. All right. So same order.
Okay.
Dude, these maps are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I looked a while. I had time, time. It's an amazing thing. Just a second. I didn't put Hawes thing on here. Oh well. We'll just use Ryken's for now. I've got it, actually. Don't I? Didn't I put it on here? Yes, there it is. Okay. Sorry, my mistake. Let me...
Dare you say his name?
What?
How dare you say his name after what you did to him?
So it's henceforth called Ryken.
That'd be crazy. The longer the journey goes on, the more we forget about him. Like, who are we here to save again? What's going on?
We're gonna go through the sea of
Someone named Ryan? I think his name was Ryan.
the astral sea of forgetfulness. We got to go through there.
Are you trying to save Ryan? Who was once a private
Saving.
in the military?
Private Ryan.
Oh, got the reference.
Is he behind enemy
Good inspiration.
No, the ironic.
Is he played by Matt Damon?
The ironic part about what you're saying is I actually am going to give you something for that because I titled one of my sections "Saving Private Ryken." I did, and it's not. It was a reference that I wasn't actually gonna throw into the game, but since you did it on your own, you deserve something for it. What do you guys think? What should I give him, or what should I give you collectively?
Well, he never uses inspiration, so can't give him that.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Inspiration's useless
You
now.
guys are so stingy with your inspirations.
Well, hey,
How about this?
if I ever had a chance to use it, I would.
How about this? I'll give you an extra portent dice. Roll it now.
Oh shit! All right.
The laws of reality are breaking.
Whoa.
Oh, that should be useful.
And one nat 20.
Damn.
Okay. And Haw, you should be able to control the character there.
These old tokens. Nope.
What's blue and red? I think passive and one's AC, right?
Blue is AC usually, and then green is HP.
Yeah.
And then we don't really use red
Well,
unless you want like temporary hit points or
Thought we used
I
it
don't
for
know.
passive perception.
you can use it for passive perception or various under different things. But I don't recommend making your armor class or your perception a bar because see how it stacks above.
Yeah,
All
if
you
you
have to
just
do
make it,
is a single number instead of numbers in each box. Then just have your hit points over it so it's not so busy. You can just click on a token, if you're me anyways, and see the other numbers, although it looks like you took the wrong number out. I think you need the left-hand number in there and the right-hand number blank.
yeah.
Anywho, so you guys walk out of the portal onto this floating area. Let me see. Let me get back to my description now that I got distracted. The first step is a doozy. So the second step. So you emerge from the portal onto a walkway surrounded by a flickering purplish mist. You glimpses of tall towers of stone can be seen fading in and out of the mist with interconnecting platforms and walkways between them. There are also floating platforms of rock and debris floating nearby.
Pretty.
I'll takes the lead
Okay?
and I starts walking.
You can move 15 feet.
And whether the people behind me understand or not, he just waves his hand.
I wave back. Hi.
So we can move 15.
That's funny. Okay, so as you approach, are the rest of you following him?
You said we can move 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you approach the center of this rather actually kind of a small area, you you see that there's a big hole in the middle of the floor, and the let's see here. Let me get this right. You hear a scraping noise coming from the hole. Since you have high passive perception.
Pointed out to the people behind me with my hand signals. And then, can I try and listen in and see what it sounds
He
like?
points at the hole. What kind of gesture do you use to try to give them the idea?
Well, it's like it's a Discord. Like I'll point to the hole and then like I'll point to like where an ear would be if I was a human.
Oh, okay.
I think he wants one of us to listen inside there.
Oh, you know American Sign Language? Nice.
The noise grows
That'd be cool.
louder.
That'd be cool if that was an actual language you had to learn. Sign language. Is that in D&D sign language?
I mean, yeah.
Took it as an elective, you know.
I wish I knew sign language. That'd be dope.
The sound grows louder, and then something pokes its head out of the hole and jumps onto the walkway.
Maybe it's friendly.
It looks friendly. Yeah, sure.
Hey, all right. Remember that scene in Men in Black?
Is that sign language for friend? I think it's sign language for friend.
You notice
The creature
I don't know
that
sign
emerges-
language.
The creature that emerges looks something like a cross between a lizard and an insect. You see bits of both. Scales with insect-like arms, legs, and joints and stuff. It's kind of the strangest thing. It makes a high-pitched keening noise as it looks over your direction and then begins moving in your direction hostilely. Roll initiative. Make sure your token is targeted first.
I always get the fucking lowest.
Wow, that is pretty low.
Every time.
Low as Ulver is to the ground.
Okay. Is everybody set? Looks
Yeah.
like it. Let's go ahead and set that. Ezra, you go first.
Great swords out as a bonus action.
Okay.
Moving over here. Taking my 2 swings. 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Uh, 26 damage in total. Wait. Yeah, 26.
Okay. You slash into the creature, opening a great wound in its from its neck down its side. Dark blood splashes out across your blade and part of your body.
19 to hit for the second one.
19 will hit.
And then that's 15 more damage.
Okay.
Hey guys, maybe it's friendly as I rush and just start hacking into it.
Your second blow severs one of its front limbs, and it spins away into the void. You hear it smack into something below.
Oh, that's a Merry and Pippin scene. I just woke the Balrog.
Unintentional, thank you, but
Start hearing the drums.
You just fed it. It's
Full of a
feeding
took.
time.
You're full of a took.
Oh, that was it for me.
Throw yourself.
I think it's
Throw
funny-
yourself in next time.
I think it's funny that I've got you getting all the references that I don't make too. It's awesome though.
I just love Lord of the Rings. It's one
I
of my
didn't
faves.
realize it, but with that hole in the center, yeah, you're totally right. It wasn't part of my intention, but still cool. All right, are you done, Ezra?
Yep, that was it for me.
Okay, the Zill's turn. All right, the creature, mortally wounded, cries out in pain, but still comes at you, attempting to strike you with its claws.
Miss. That won't get me. Miss.
All right, so you take the one hit as it slashes at you insanely fast, making 4 claw attacks, followed by a or no, it hits you with one of its claws, and you feel something jet from the claw into your body. Makes a Constitution saving throw.
21.
But your body, you rip away from the claw quick enough that very little gets in you, and your body resists it. You take 7 points of poison damage. Just imagine how bad it would be to get hit by all 4 claws now.
Oof. I'm gonna yell out to the team. Look out, poison claws.
All right. Over, you're up.
I was not ready for battle for this day. Crap. I think.
Oh, use all those damage-dealing druid cantrips.
Yeah, I have one, but I'll go ahead and cast it. I've got the Call Lightning, and I will. Can I summon?
I mean, the thing's looking really
Here?
rough already. Just
I mean,
saying.
yeah, maybe I won't do that if it's that bad. But there's really not much I can do. I'm gonna go ahead and produce flame.
Okay.
Stupid little cantrip, whatever.
I mean,
22
something
hit.
hit the creature inside the shield of orbs.
Wait, what?
Right? You have nothing else to do. Make sure you hit that creature inside of the orb shield. What? Too soon?
It's fine. It's fine.
22 will hit
Yeah, it takes
for 8 points of damage. So the
Yeah.
flame hits the creature, and the blood coming from its body ignites. The whole creature goes up like a fiery rage. And
You're
just
welcome, everyone.
Sits there burning. It twitches for a little while and then just is a pile of burning corpse. Doesn't smell real good.
Ezra's gonna
Just
quickly
cook it.
yell.
Combat is over.
Ezra's gonna yell, "Plug the hole if we can."
Let's just keep moving. We don't want more of those guys to show up.
Hence, plug the hole if you can.
I don't think anyone has a
You have a mold earth or
20-foot
anything?
plug. What am I, a wizard? Oh wait.
You were not prepared.
Hey, remember, I'm ice specialty. Not earth.
Okay, so you begin to move past it. As you do so, you hear more screams, the clicking, grinding screams from all around you.
I want to...
You look out and you see the pillars are crawling with these creatures. There's thousands of them out there.
Yep, don't worry about that. Portal now.
Huh? What are you doing?
Looking down this hole.
Okay. You look down the hole, and you have dark vision 120 feet, right?
Yep.
You see 2 more creatures climbing quickly up the hole.
And Eidolon just
And
runs.
there's this raging warm fire next to you.
Hey, push it down, Haw. Push it down.
Goes and sits in the fire.
Put it out.
So Haw goes and stands in the burning creatures' flames.
Over. Put it out.
What out? The fire?
Yes.
I can't.
Shouldn't we just go?
Yeah.
Not
probably.
without Haw.
I mean,
I'm gonna, if I can. How far
Well,
down?
we don't know what's coming. We don't even know what's coming. So this is.
Yeah, that's true. He
that's
did
great.
not. It's not like he told you. He just looked down there, saw it, and then stood in the fire.
Ha, let's go. You're here to protect people, right? We gotta go. This way.
won't we just follow us?
He is obviously not.
Once you guys start walking away, I'll start following you. Yeah.
Okay.
So Haw
'Cause
gets
he-
up reluctantly
Okay.
from the fire,
I thought he was following Ido close behind.
and
So when
Yeah.
begins to follow Ido.
Alright.
all right. I thought he was like stuck in. He's compelled, but okay. Into portals. Let's go.
Ready? Go!
You jump through the portal just as 2 more creatures jump up out of the hole behind you. And never been so happy to jump through a portal that you have no idea where it goes.
What could go
Well,
wrong?
It's not like we're gonna go back.
All I'm saying, guys, is theoretically it could have been friendly.
Theoretically. You have this conversation while you're going through the portal, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, well, you can try talking to the next creature then.
You step through this portal. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all I was saying.
You step through this portal and see an area that is glowing with magical energy. There's a broken stair leading up to a dais with another portal on it, which is cracked and leaning to one side. The path to it is broken and crumbling like the first path that you crossed, and honestly the second. Looking back through the portal behind you, you see that the portal is gone. There is no portal behind you.
Well,
No
only
way
way out is forward.
Yep.
Let's go across these inviting looking pathways.
Okay. This area will require you to make a total of 3 checks to traverse the full length of it. So, who's going first?
Yeah, let's go the same order that before.
Okay. So, Ha, you're first.
Is it acrobatics still?
Yeah, it's still acrobatics. That is a failure. Ha seems distracted, steps out in front of the party and jumps to the first landing. Steps across a couple of blocks and then jumps to what you can obviously see as a crumbling block that disintegrates underneath of him as soon as he steps on it, and he falls into the void. There's a flicker. There's a flicker, and suddenly Ha is standing on the previous platform right before he jumped.
Game reset.
Oh shit!
Ha, you can make that attempt again.
How many lives do you get?
If someone falls for real, I can save them once.
Ow. Just attacked by a cat.
And Ha turns and jumps to the same block again.
Okay, that's like intelligence. That has nothing to do with acrobatics. That is...
Okay,
Sir, I object.
Make an
I object.
intelligence check. Okay, Ha turns and jumps on the same block.
I hate you.
He rolled a 3.
Oh man!
Alright. Is he magically resetting this time?
And he shows up where he was again. There's another flicker, and he shows up where he was again.
The little hearts above his head or something? Or, I mean, what is it saying?
Yeah, is he beeping?
Oh, there's a mechanic here. You just don't know what it is. Let's just say that failing has consequences.
Here, Ha, let me give it a try. And I'll jump to the other block that he's not jumping on.
Okay.
And then just acrobatics.
Yep.
There you go.
Light as a feather.
See, Ha? Go to this one.
I hate this game.
What I think is hilarious is that Eidolon has all these portents and he's not sharing them with Ha.
Right?
Well,
totally make him succeed.
I didn't think. Am I supposed to waste all my portents again? Come on.
No. Dude, you gotta do
I
what
guess
you
I
gotta
did
do.
get that one. I get that 120.
Okay, so Eidolon is now in the lead. Who wants to go next? Is it going to be Ha now, or is it going to be someone else?
I'll go ahead.
Of course, I mean, it's not like there aren't other things that you could do.
Yeah, I got a couple things actually.
Well, I got something I can do possibly, but I'm trying.
How far apart are these like platforms?
Some of them are further apart than others. I mean, it's like you can see there's bits and pieces here and there, and you have to jump from one to the next. I just rounded it out to 3 checks to make it something. Not too bad. I don't want it to be overly complicated.
I'm just hesitant on using spells is all.
Yeah.
I don't care
Does a
what you guys
14
do.
Does a
14
14?
is a success. So you
Okay.
jump, you land, you skid a little bit, you teeter on the edge, and then you pull back. You're like, I barely made it again.
All right. I am just gonna set my hand on Haw's shoulder, and I'm gonna dimension Doris over to the other side.
Okay, cool. You reach out and grab a hold of him, cast your spell, and you feel the magic of the area resonate with your spell. And then there's a flash of arcane power. Roll a d100.
51.
Yeah.
And it suddenly begins snowing in the area. So you appear on the main platform with Haw, and snow begins to blizzard the area, causing all acrobatics checks to be made at disadvantage now for everyone else. And you can't see more than 15 feet.
Wait, just on the platform where he's at, or even where we gotta jump?
The whole area.
Oh my god!
Rat.
Uh,
Thanks for
Ezra.
that.
Typical Ezra.
At least it
Well,
wasn't the
I feel like I
blast
just
in the
heard
back.
Ryken's voice. Did you hear that?
you could feel his disappointment.
I could feel it. I could feel it. We're close.
Hey, I got a question for you, Ben. When I used my cantrip, was that not supposed to trigger
When?
a surge or anything? When I killed the Zill or whatever it is.
That was a whole area before in a different set of rules.
I just wanted to make sure that was, just trying to be fair.
So
Just in case.
The very first area, magic just plain doesn't work in. The second area, magic works normally in, but it's got full of monsters. And this area, anything you do magically causes a surge in. But I mean, I'm giving you away information. But
Yeah.
not
Well,
really worried about it at this point.
Yeah. Guess we go. At disadvantage. All right. I'm going to go ahead and try it. Nine.
I mean, even your 12 wouldn't have made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you jump, slide, teeter, this time fall. There's a flicker, and you're standing back where you were before you made the jump.
Okay.
All right.
While I am grateful, I do have the highest acrobatic score.
And you're the one he chose to take with him.
And you're the one who got the ball.
Oh, brother, dude.
All right, I'll try a jump.
Second jump for you.
I'm good.
Hey, couple
Success.
14s.
You make it. One more platform. You got one more check to go.
All right. I'll try and make mine real quick.
I mean, you barely make it though. I mean, you do
Yeah.
stop at the edge.
Like
13.
And slides over the edge this time. More snow, slicker. He just goes.
Can't you?
Right over the edge. I mean,
Can't you fly, dude?
Eidolon can't even see
Maybe.
over anymore. So
oh,
Am I
shit, that
resetting
means
or
I
not?
can't. I was gonna ask because I can't.
15 feet. He's out of range now. You're
Am I
I
resetting
have
or
to
not?
be able to see you.
What's that?
Am I resetting or not?
Yeah, you're set.
Okay. All right.
That's 2 failures, right?
2 failures. All right. I'm
Wait,
gonna.
wait, you're only one platform ahead. I'm sorry. So no,
I'm.
you're one platform ahead of him.
Yeah.
You're 2 platforms
Yeah.
across, and he's 1 platform across. So actually, no, you would be able to see him, like kind of.
Oh, okay.
Kind
Okay.
of like that edge.
So,
of the
well,
fall
then-
thing.
I was gonna ask too about that with portents. So it only counts as 1 roll. So if you have to do a disadvantage, does that mean he still has to roll? Like 1 the disadvantage roll. You know what I mean?
Oh, do I take the lower of the disadvantage with
Like
the
that's what
portent?
I'm asking. Like if I gave him my portent 20, would that mean he still because he has to roll it at disadvantage? You know what I mean?
You could just
I'm
say
wonder.
that you're replacing the lowest dice he rolls. I'll
Let
allow
I mean,
me
that.
read that real quick.
I have
I'm not
inspiration.
sure actually.
Oh, wait, okay, so you can replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature that you can see with one of these foretelling rolls.
I can let me
think
just go
So
ahead and
for the
you
sake
must
of
choose to do
argument,
so before the roll. Okay, go ahead.
I think for the sake of argument, we'll say that disadvantage doesn't count against it. That it using it bypasses it. I think whether that's the way it's supposed to be or not, well, that's the way we're gonna roll for now.
Okay. So I'll use it then this time.
Or wait,
counts as advantage.
If you're rolling.
It
Oh,
counts
if I'm
as
rolling?
advantage. Is that what you
If
said,
if
Ryken? Is that what it's?
Well, well, no. That's what we're playing as right now. Essentially, what you're saying here, yeah.
No. It just replaces the roll entirely.
So
It's
basically,
important.
if you roll at disadvantage, but you only get one of those rolls, and so important replaces that one roll that it would have been, and that's all it's doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that
Yeah.
in the end, you only end up with one roll that you're keeping, and the portent replaces that roll.
Yeah.
So,
So all of that,
you
I'm
don't
going to go ahead
know.
and use inspiration. I'm going to use inspiration to try another roll, so because I don't want to waste his portent or anything either.
Okay.
well,
So,
you still have one more jump after this too. So
yeah, I know, but I want to use my inspiration. Maybe I'll get lucky next time. So
okay.
I will
All right.
roll, and this time a normal roll. Is this a normal roll with inspiration, or is this also at disadvantage?
Inspiration just allows you to roll again.
Just one time though,
Yeah,
normal
just
roll.
one more.
Okay.
No,
7. Holy crap!
it's not. Yeah, so the 17 would have been what you would have got.
Wait, what?
The 17, which was the first roll that you made. Is that what you're
No,
trying to say?
no. No, I got 13, which was a failure, and then I rolled again with my inspiration, and that's a 7.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, that unfortunately doesn't help you.
I okay. Bonus action. Turn into a bird. See if
right.
this works.
Roll a d100.
Oh man, I was hoping that wouldn't do that.
Oh, I thought of everything.
Yeah, 61.
Let's see. 61.
Shoot daisies out your ass
So
as you fly across.
you attempt to turn into a bird, and nothing happens.
Goody. I'm dying.
And you're like,
Did that?
it failed, but, and then poof, you turn into a bird.
Oh, okay. It's delayed.
Delayed reaction.
Okay, so it's gonna be. It was gonna be a giant owl.
He's like, I mean, you have like 15 seconds where you're, or no, it'd be 18 seconds where you're just like, I should be a bird. I'm not a bird. Why am I not a bird? You know, you have time to think about it, and then poof, you're a bird.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly up as a giant owl, by the way, and I'm gonna find Eidolon and pick him up and take him to the platform.
Okay.
Get rid of this nonsense.
All right, that makes it easier. I just muttered to myself, I couldn't make it.
Okay, so you guys are
Can
all
we try
now
to
standing
locate-
on the snow-covered dais in the center there, with a big round portal in the center.
And a snowman.
As you're standing there, the snow suddenly ends. The snowfall ends, and you can now see each other covered in snow. There's an owl there too, giant owl, and
I flip my feathers out.
the the snow as it clears, it's kind of wipes away the mist on one side, off to the right side of the map. The mist clears, and out in the distance you see a castle sitting on a lonely hilltop. The moon in the background. Dark shapes
shit.
fly around it.
Dracula's
Maybe
castle.
they're friendly.
Side quest, anyone?
And then the mists close slowly back over the top of it,
Not today, Stroud.
leaving you to wonder just what you saw.
Man. Vaelyn did say that we would see a bunch of different realities and weird looking stuff while we were here.
Well, let's try to find the one reality that we need to.
Should we just keep portal hopping?
Keep portal hopping
Alright.
into the next.
Right. You step through the portal and find yourselves standing within the grounds of the Ivy Mansion.
Hey!
You see several. Wizards standing frozen. Some of them in mid-flight or casting spells or various other things. Nothing moves.
Well,
Not even the water. It's frozen. in
let's
place.
get into position.
You talk to your friends, and your mouth moves. No sound comes out.
Can we see Vaelyn?
No, you can't. You turn around and look, and there's like an opaque grayness at the edge of where the shield would be that you just apparently stepped through, but there's no exit to be seen.
I guess we're all using
I
hand now.
I try to snap my fingers.
There's no sound.
I
That's
mentally
gonna
tell
be
Atron, I don't know what your problem is. Why can't you communicate?
And your thoughts still work, so that's good.
So we can still communicate telepathically.
You can still
Yep.
communicate telepathically.
Okay.
There's just
Well, I
no
can do that
sound.
too. So, well, this is interesting.
Any of your spells that you might want to cast, if we dare, might not be able to work since, you can't talk.
Ha begins to walk off towards the front door of the mansion.
Let's
We're following him.
Okay.
come on. Let's follow. We don't want to linger.
Looks like he's made up his mind of what he wants to do.
So those of you with telepathy can, communicate, but those of you without it cannot. So I don't know how
Yeah.
to roll with that, but I'm just saying.
Ezra will just have to hand signal us when we want to establish a link.
By the way, when I talk to you, you can't talk back to me telepathically unless you have that ability
Oh.
already.
Well,
It's
you
not a
can
mind
with
link.
me.
I can with you just because you have the mind link ability and all that, but
Yeah.
Oh god, I have one spell and one cantrip I can do without verbal.
Yeah, verbal
I'm
components.
I'm
is
gonna have
not
to look up.
there.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I need to look
I
at all my
have-
spells. See which ones are verbal.
I have silent spells for meta magic,
As you follow
so
behind Ha, he opens the front door and enters the mansion.
Yep, I'm right behind
Yeah, we're
him.
just gonna follow behind.
As you enter the front door of the mansion, you look around. You can still see more mages and stuff. Different people frozen in place. Some animals frozen in place. You pass by the bar, and Haw, you immediately notice that there's a knuckle-sized seed sitting on the middle of the floor, and then looking ahead of you, there's a trail of them every 10 feet leading off the direction you're already going.
Like a hot-sized knuckle, or
No, more like a human-sized knuckle.
bigger than Olver's?
I don't know, how big are your hands?
Um,
Not comically large, okay?
can we start heading towards the chamber, the ritual chamber?
Yep. As you do so, you notice that the trail of seeds goes the same direction.
Follow.
The
It's just a little odd.
flickers in reality are more frequent now, and you feel like reality is slipping away as you move closer and closer to the ritual chamber.
Is it?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, is it like messing with their minds or anything
No,
as
it's
we're
not.
moving forward?
No,
Okay.
but it feels like there's more urgency.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to see if I gotta see Ryken.
Haw, you catch glimpses out of the corner of your eye of movement, as if something is moving and stealthily following you and the rest of the party. Do you do anything different?
Uh, I will once again. Well, I imagine since I was like going through doors and whatnot, like I didn't have my weapons equipped.
Yeah.
So now I will equip both my great swords into my hands.
Okay.
And since I'm in front of the party, I'm imagining they see me doing this.
Oh, yeah. Do any of you guys have a passive perception of 14?
15.
I do. I got 14.
14.
Okay. Oh, wow, you all do. Okay, so you guys now notice after being brought to some alertness by him drawing his weapons, out of the corner of your eyes, you sense movement, like something is stalking you.
All right, swords
I
out.
go to like instinctively pull out my spell book and start casting, but then realize, oh shit. I just looked through my spells.
And they're all.
Oh, dude, I can use 2 spells. I can't even use any cantrips. All my cantrips are verbal too.
I have
I'm
green
like-
flame blade and counterspell.
I am screwed. But I don't know, you know,
It's funny.
I'm more interested in trying to look for Ryken than like anything else, so I'm half paying attention.
Okay. Well, no matter what you do, looking around at all, trying to see this thing that you sense at the edge of your vision, you can never see it. After a few moments, you start to wonder whether or not it isn't just nerves or something. Because
It was behind us.
it's always at the edge of your vision.
Like towards our goal or behind our goal.
It seems it's off to your right. You turn to your right. Now it seems it's off to your left. You turn left. Now it seems it's further to your left. You turn left. Now it seems like it's to your right. You turn right. You get the idea?
Yeah.
I'll kind of just keep slowly, cautiously heading towards the same area.
And you still just sense it at the edge of your vision.
We'll just keep moving forward, but on alert.
Yep.
Okay. So you make your way down, following the trail of seeds, down into the basement of the building. And eventually arrive at the double doors to the ritual chamber.
Open. Can we open them?
Yep, you open up the doors, and inside of the doors is just a flat, completely black sheen of non-light.
Hmm.
Like you can't see anything past the doors.
Nope. It's kind of a inky blackness.
I'm gonna touch it.
Ezra reaches out and touches it, and disappears.
Am I pulled through it, or can I untouch it and then reappear?
Oh no! As soon as you touch it, you are not there anymore. Your entire body disappears.
Goodbye.
Well, I guess we're doing that.
Yeah. I guess I look at Oliver and he looks at me at the same time, and both instinctively be like, ugh, that's Ezra.
What are you doing, huh?
I guess we're going through.
Following Ido.
It's just another annihilation sphere.
Well,
Fine.
really
Oh my god.
Damn.
I guess I'll go by start touching it with my staff first, as I like.
You reach out and touch it with your staff, and then Idleness
Yeah.
isn't there anymore.
But
Okay.
you're right though, Ben. Like starting me off on that totally ruined. Like you wonder why our sessions are so long.
I don't know. I think you guys are mostly cured. You just think about it. You
It
don't
only-
really react in the way that you used
It only took 2 years, you know,
Right?
Yeah, right.
to get over that traumatic experience.
It's all fun and
still-
games.
Hey, is that
I
a circle?
still curl up in a ball, and I yeah. The horrors, the tomb of horrors. Okay, I'm gonna reach out and grab it and just go.
Let me see.
I'm not gonna reach out. I'm just gonna walk through.
Before we do that, I want to see the other two in Whispers real quick, since they're not
Okay.
there.
All right. How dead am I?
You're not dead. Where's there he is. Okay. You're not dead. And there's literally nothing happening to you right now. I'm just doing this to scare the shit out of them.
Okay.
So the next phase is outside of time, so no matter how long it takes them to touch that, you'll all show up at the same time on the other side.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm just fucking
Okay.
with them at this point.
So we're not gonna have like a time lapse where they join us and it's like 50 years their future.
If you want to fuck with them, just come back and go, "Oh my god," or something like that. It's up to you. I don't care, but figured I'd
Alright.
give the chance since Ryken's all talking about the Tomb of Horrors and everything. Anyways, back to it.
Alright.
So, what class
We're
do you
back.
guys want this character to be?
What, you guys are getting new characters?
All around. So I found an orb on the ground and it granted me a wish.
Oh no.
I found a deck of many
Over,
things.
you reach out and you touch the
Yeah.
inky blackness.
Yeah, I didn't even reach out. I just walked right through.
Oh,
I didn't even,
you walk into it, thump, you disappear.
like whatever.
And then Ha, you do the same, or
Am I still powered?
yeah,
Are they in the same plane?
you have
Then yeah,
no
I'll
idea.
follow.
You power down and then fall forward, touching it.
And then power back on.
Yeah, so you guys step through the portal, and where is it? There it is.
We all changed genders.
Bum. Boy, we're going way back here, aren't we?
Oh man,
Yeah. All
some
right.
light jazz music's
Ezra and
playing.
Ido are 20 years older.
Some light jazz music's playing as we're in this noir alley.
People are snapping at us.
So you all feel a sharp pain in your head. Let me see the two psychics in Whispers real quick.
Oh, fine.
So much. I'm a psychic.
All right.
Hey.
So you guys realize that the sudden pain in your head is, I mean, you immediately notice that the sudden pain in your head is, I lost track of where I was.
DM's got psychic pain.
It is your brain being overloaded with sensations. There's so much processing in your brain for a few seconds that you get like a brain freeze, like headache for a moment.
Is it like foreign? Like
Yeah,
it's not us?
it's from
or-
outside of you. Something kind of assaults your system for a few moments.
Okay.
Is it like disconnecting our psychic abilities?
You
haven't tried it yet.
Don't know yet.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
So we'll get back to that. All right, go back.
Okay.
All right.
We have new lore.
Yeah.
Remember that time we drank like the drugged up drinks and got super high?
Yeah.
We're still there. None of this has happened. This crystal tree thing, meeting gods, that's insanity. Never happened. We're still there.
And we're about to come out of the trip right now.
It's funny.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That's funny. Yeah, you never know what the DM's up to, do you?
I never stole, I never avenged Ryken's family. It's
Okay.
You just ruined the whole plot.
I actually hate the whole "it was just a dream" thing. You know how many campaigns I've played in where somebody's done that? I'm just like, ugh. Anyways, moving on. So you guys show up. You find yourself standing on a narrow cobblestone street lit by gas or oil lamps that flicker in the darkness. There's no color here, just shades of gray everywhere you look. The others of your group are standing with you, but everyone is dressed strangely. You're all wearing a brimmed black hat with a black trench coat and black boots.
oh my god.
I got Spider-Verse.
Yeah, New Horse Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said it first though.
That's not it. So moving on.
Oh man.
I get the guess, and I nod to it, but we're moving on. While surprising, you find the garb somehow appropriate and very comfortable. You feel cold wetness strike your hand, your face, and you look up into the rain. Suddenly chilled, you reach up and straighten your collars to keep the warmth in. There is a dead end behind you, but the street continues ahead in the other direction. There are no doorways here. There is also no sound from the rain.
I try to talk.
Can't talk.
Okay.
Well,
Just
I mean,
double.
you could talk. No
Yeah,
sound comes
but no sound.
I try to inner monologue out loud. Like a voiceover.
Right on.
It was a cold, damp night.
Please say it works. Please.
Subtitles appear below your chest.
That would be awesome, but no. Sorry, not what I'm doing.
All right,
Do
then
Do we still have pain?
Do we remember?
The pain has faded.
Okay.
Do we remember who we are?
Yes.
We're just in weird clothes and black and white, no sound.
Yep.
We talk kind of weird.
Yeah. What do you
No,
say?
we don't talk. In our minds, do we talk?
What's
kinda
going
weird?
on over here?
Well, I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah. All right, I'll try to telepathically talk to Over.
Makes a stop motion.
No, I love it. You guys are so great at RP.
All right, so what's up?
What do you think is going on?
Do I hear
Try to-
this?
telepathically.
Do I hear this, Ben?
You do.
Okay.
Your telepathy
Okay.
is still working.
Okay, cool. I have no idea. This is so weird. The heck?
I don't even see a portal.
Nope, there's nothing behind you. That's a dead end of the street.
What? Wait. What is
There's no
Ha?
windows
What
or
is
doors,
Ha?
right?
No windows.
I'm
or
curious.
doors.
Does Ha look the same?
He's dressed in clothes
He's
too.
he's dressed like you, but other than that, yeah, he still looks the same.
That's
He
awesome.
just has like a. Oh, that's funny.
He looks like Ben Grimm.
Yeah, Ben Grimm wearing a suit. Oh yeah. Well, there is the Hulk did it once, and he
Right.
called himself Mister Fix It.
Yep.
Anyways.
Dude, that's what I'm matching right now.
Right. Oliver just steps forward, I guess, because there's nothing left to do.
I'll try to do the hand signal for move forward
Okay.
to Ha.
So you gesture forward to Ha. Ha, what do you do?
And then start moving forward as well.
Following.
Actually, I want to say, I want to try to telepathically link with Ha.
You attempt to try to connect with Ha, and you sense that there's...
Oh, wait.
Okay.
I got something just for this. All right.
No. I've never wanted to hear that sound again in my life.
Oh man, that brings me back.
All right, I can appreciate the joke, but I never want to hear that sound ever again.
I've been waiting all night for someone to do that.
Remember trying to sneak onto the internet in the middle of the night?
Yeah, that was impossible. I remember I had to put like a whole blanket over my whole tower just to like try to muffle the sound.
Yeah. I
Even
never
still.
comprehended why it was so loud.
It didn't need to be.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
We didn't need to hear that.
Well,
in weeks.
yeah, you did because you had to let other people know you're getting on the internet, which was a brand new thing. It was like, hey, everybody, look what I'm doing. I'm getting on the internet. Fuck
Also,
you.
they could have made that sound like anything.
Yeah, instead it's the fucking
Yeah.
fax machine gibberish.
Well,
Oh,
That sound can stay inside the wire.
yeah. I think the only reason they had a speaker on them, if I think about it logically, is because maybe, just maybe, I'm just thinking out loud here, maybe it was in case you dialed like a person and you could hear them talk at that point, right? Couldn't you? So,
Yeah.
because I think I
They
did
still just
dial
have
a person at least once.
Still have like a volume knob.
So
There-
far, I remember that. Yeah.
Few things to compare with getting a call from a modem.
There used to be a way to hack phones, pay phones, where you didn't have to pay by using tones.
Oh, yeah,
there was that whistle,
Captain
wasn't
Crunch
there?
whistle.
hmm
That whistle came in Captain Crunch that made the right frequency.
yeah.
Yeah, that was totally in the book for Ready Player One too, I believe.
Oh yeah,
Now
that's
we're
right.
Completely sidetracked.
Or
Yeah.
watch the movie Hackers, which is like a better version of Ready Player One.
Oh, kill Ezra right now. Kill him now.
All right.
Crash
All right.
override. Oh,
The DM kills Ezra? Canon?
So,
Alright, so with that, then I try to like disconnect my thought bubble with Ha.
your brain hurts a little bit from trying to
Ah.
talk to him.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
What's the matter? What's the matter, Eidolon?
Don't
Tell
try to connect with him telepathically.
Oh, I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, or he'll play that sound again.
Yeah, and then we'll have to mute Johnny.
Oliver does it anyway. Go for it, Johnny. This is your chance.
If we were playing in person, this would be so much different because he would just not talk and gesture everything. Anyways, what are you guys gonna do? You moving forward?
Yeah,
Yeah.
moving forward.
All right, so you
Roger.
walk down the cobblestone street and move down. It kind of winds back and forth a little bit. You come around a corner, and suddenly there is a flash of brilliant light ahead. It kind of blinds your eyes a little bit because you're used to this more dark, dreary landscape. And you move a little farther forward, and it disappears behind a building. You keep moving along. You see the light come and go as you move along. The passage eventually comes to an end and opens up into a vast square. And in the square, you see a very large number of people milling about doing things. You see people talking to each other back and forth. They're not making any sound, but it's obvious that they're talking to each other. You see several circles of people sitting on the ground with what appears to be parchment and pen writing something. And okay. And you see people moving around throughout the square. At the far end of the square, you see that flashing light is up on poles, and it seems to be a word with an arrow pointed straight down underneath of it.
What does it say?
It says simply prophecy. The Ryken makes that hand signal. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
The robots can do that.
That's not what I
Ryken.
Hey, you
Ryken,
can't
please.
interpret. You can't interpret everything. That's all I'm trying to say. You can't. You don't understand everything.
Down. You're just like,
Later, Ha, later.
We're in public. Come on.
I mean, you saw him without clothes on, so you're thinking there's a decent chance he's not equipped that way. Anyways, what do you guys do?
Do
Let's
we-
move forward.
Do we recognize the town?
No.
Like a
Do the
brand
people
new,
look different?
The people are dressed in relatively normal medieval style clothing. They look
Like us,
relatively
then.
normal. Other than they're all human.
They're not dressed like us, then. Is that correct, or did we go through another portal?
No, they're not dressed like you,
Okay.
and you haven't gone through another portal that you noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep following, going forward.
Where are you headed?
Yeah.
Should we head to the prophecy sign?
To the prophecy sign?
It's the only thing that's like
Remember
in
that.
the movie.
Arrow. It's obviously a trap, right?
Well,
All right.
can't even really speak to each other.
Nope. You approach the bottom of the sign, and as you approach, you see that there's a building underneath of it. It's mostly glass windows around it, and appears to have a stairway leading down.
Are there people
All
going
right.
in and out of it?
There are not. It is completely devoid of people within at least 100 feet of it.
But that's where the arrows or points to.
Yep.
Let's go.
Well, let's keep on going.
As you get close to the building, you notice immediately the people around suddenly fall to their knees and bow in prayer, paying homage to something.
Can we see what it is? What they're facing?
They're all facing you, the building, the sign.
Hmm.
Neat. Or I guess we can't really say anything.
This is a little weird.
Paul grabs his own throat. You're not sure what that's about.
We don't have any food now. We'll eat later.
The
Oh wait, I
people
can't say that.
stop their homage and then raise their heads and all look in your direction. And you realize they aren't looking at you, they're looking up at the sign.
What's the sign? Is it different than what it was before?
No. Still says prophecy with an arrow pointed at the building that you're standing next to.
Go down the stairs.
Hey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You walk down the stairs, and you see a set of double doors at the bottom. You reach those.
Is it trapped?
It looks like a way forward.
Is it trapped?
You want to check for traps? Roll investigation.
I'm just kidding. Oliver doesn't think about those things. Kidding?
Well, that's
They're just doors.
It's the worst that could happen.
All right.
All right,
You open
through the double doors.
You open
Yep.
up the double doors and walk into the next chamber, and you find yourself standing in what appears to be some sort of warehouse.
I tried talking.
It's got a wooden floor, and there's a piano sitting in the middle of the floor, and nothing else in the room that you can see. No other furniture or anything. There's some debris here and there.
I'm gonna go see if the piano makes a sound.
Okay, you walk up to the piano and try playing notes. Nothing happens.
It's a mimic.
Man, my hand is stuck. No, no.
No, your hand is not stuck. You don't hear anything, though, from the piano.
Hmm.
Start looking around, see if we can find any doors or any other signs.
There are no doors out of this building. There's light streaming in from above, lighting the area dimly. A piano, wooden floors, and some refuse lying about here and there.
Is there a man sleeping in the piano?
No.
I'd like to look around for anything that's not the building or piano, just like glancing around the room.
You do see some trash lying here and there around the room. What appears to be papers or something.
I like to go take a look at the trash, see if there's anything that we can read.
Hall walks over and is looking at some trash. You walk over and you're looking at some trash, and you realize it's wadded up paper, like crumpled up.
Okay, uncrumple it.
It appears to be a music score.
Does anyone have proficiency with piano?
I can play the pipe flute.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
flute.
Can you read music? That's the important.
I can
can't
play
talk.
smith stools.
I don't know. I mean, it'd be different for every instrument.
Well,
I
we
guess the
can
point
always-
is we recognize sheet music, so I would imagine that it's a thing. So there, I don't know.
Yeah, sheet
But I
music
mean-
is not uncommon.
we
Yeah,
can
so
on the piano, see if that just setting it does anything.
You set a sheet of music at the piano. There's now
Yep.
a sheet of music sitting at the piano.
Oh,
Is there anything
thought music was playing.
peculiar about the piano? Like, is it missing any keys, or
It's not missing any keys. It is, however,
is there anything?
it doesn't have a bench. It doesn't have any place to sit.
Do any of the pieces of paper like look more important than the other?
You compare them?
Yeah.
Okay. So you grab several of them and look at them. They're all the same. The same score.
A single page.
A single page.
I'm gonna pocket one.
Okay.
I mean, I'm older than everyone here. Like, I'll try and play it.
Okay, your fingers aren't really meant for the keys, but you go to the piano and attempt to play what you think are the right keys. Go ahead and make a performance check at disadvantage.
Pressing 2 keys at once.
I mean, I can't give you more than disadvantage. So you begin to kind of hit it. You can't even tell what the sounds are that you're making, so because there's no sound. But you begin to play it, play the piano while looking at it and trying to figure it out. And yeah, I mean, you could have done worse. You think, anyways. But then you stop and try to examine some of the next line. And as you do so, you look down and you see the piano starts playing itself.
Oh,
The rest of the party, also, you just all of a sudden you start to hear music, just a few notes, very faintly, and it grows in volume. As the piano continues to play.
I try to speak out loud quietly, but see if I can hear my own voice.
You cannot.
Okay.
just keep listening to the song.
The light in the room starts to fade as the sound grows louder. The darkness creeps in, and everything fades out except for the piano, which continues to play, reaches the end of the score. As the lights go out, you hear the last few notes. Da da da, da da da. And then the world shifts. You find yourself standing inside of the ritual chamber. You can see Ryken frozen, holding the spear, but it appears that it is several moments before the explosion happened. Players can see themselves in the crowd. Everyone is frozen and not moving.
Are we there?
And you are there as well. So there's currently 2 of you in the room.
Can we approach Ryken? Or are we blocked like we were before?
You can approach Ryken.
Is he holding the spear?
Yeah, is the spear there?
He is holding the spear, yes.
Is it glowing, or is it doing anything on its own?
It is currently glowing, yes. And you can see... make an investigation check.
Okay. 21. Ooh, that's pretty good.
It looks like you're somewhere in the middle of his attempt to wrestle control of the spear. You're not sure more than that.
The 5th or 6th failure.
But you can walk right up to the spear with no problems.
Can we try to like move him?
Is this when I put the crystal on his chest? On Haw's chest?
I think maybe this is the time.
I think this would probably be the point.
Oh wait, we can't hear you.
Um,
Or can
No.
we hear him?
Oh, yeah, can we hear people?
Sound works just fine in here.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
I think this is the place, guys. I'm gonna pull out the crystal.
Wait, I feel like
Paul walks forward and grabs a hold of the spear.
okay.
He seems to strain a little bit trying to move it, but it doesn't even budge a little bit.
Well, huh?
Wahaha.
You'll always be a Sword Coast Sentinel to me. You ready? Gonna motion to Ha with the crystal.
Thumbs up.
All right.
He, let,
Tap it on his
he
chest.
lets go of the spear to give you a thumbs up.
I tap the crystal on his chest.
Alright. Let's see. As you touch the crystal to Ha's chest, power erupts from his chest, a glowing purplish light, and then part of his chest opens and folds back out of the way, revealing a shining blue core. The core, the core's magic quickly fills the room with blue radiance, and you see that things appear to be moving backwards in the room as the light blinds you. There's a rush of sound, and then you're sitting in a chair in the ritual chamber as Ryken grabs a hold of the spear, attempting to wrestle control over the wild magics inside of it. Slightly confused, because you are back in time, but you remember everything that happened. Ryken, you too remember everything that's happened while you were inside of Ha's body. But you are now in your own body, standing in front of the spear once again, attempting to wrestle control of Starfall one more time. Your friends, their attempts to save you, place a modifier upon your rolls, one for each person that aided you. And so every roll that you make gains +3. But you must, once again, attempt to wrestle control of Starfall.
You had your Ryken page open this whole time, right?
I have it open right now, but I'm like, what about health points? Let's.
Oh, you're full. Just like this is not mid, it rewound even further, and you're at the beginning of it. If you miss that. So you have full hit points as Ryken.
Constitution saving throws.
That's what it was before.
Yep. Constitution saving throw.
So we'll just add 3 to whatever these rolls are. So 24.
Your first, you gain confidence. You feel Roy join you and are overjoyed that he is not gone as he once you believed you believed him gone before. But you feel him inside of you once again. But you also feel the spirit and soul of your friends join you this time, aiding you in your attempt. And you wrestle control of the spear. The light, the wild magic dims as the spear relents this time to your control. Of course, you do not fully control it. All you have right now is wrested it down to where it will not harm anyone. To fully control it, you must try again.
And I use my portent.
Thank you.
I believe there was an and before he rolled.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was trying to say it
And you
before.
can't
I
see
didn't
his
want to
rolls,
interrupt.
so
Yeah, I didn't know he rolled.
No, he totally was saying it before I rolled, but
yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay.
use your portent, the 20.
Yeah.
So you wrestle additional control of the spear, and you feel a grudging give to the spear as it grudgingly allows you to call yourself master of it. But you can tell it's still holding back. There's more to be gained should you choose to go one step further.
That's all I got, buddy.
It's not. +3, 24.
24. You manage to wrestle it the rest of the way under control. The energies inside of you combine, and you find yourself in full control of Starfall. You feel yourself gain the knowledge of the spear as your spirit aligns to it. It becomes a permanent bound weapon to you. This weapon
Yo.
this weapon skills and ability use up one of your attunement slots, first of all, and I will tell you what those abilities are at a later time. But you feel that it is closely tied to wild magic.
All right. Seems pretty cool, man.
Hell
Wreak some
yeah.
havoc.
As you finish wrestling control of the spear, let me go ahead and finish out here. The spear's radiant. You feel the spear come under your control. The waves of power now resonate with your own power, adding to it instead of fighting against it. The light fades to a low white glow as you look around for the first time since it started. Milikin smiles tiredly. You have mastered it, Ryken. I never thought I'd see the day. Now you must hurry south. Aid the armies that gather there in any way you can. They are in dire need of a hero such as yourself. We must rest for a time here. The gods preserve you on your journeys. All shall hear of your group's heroism this day. I will see to it. And then he kind of sags a little bit from his efforts.
I'll just rush up and go hug Ryken.
I'm gonna walk up and like gently punch him on the shoulder, which for Ezra is as strong as he can.
I'll hook him around the neck with my arm, bring him in for a hug.
I'm gonna then try to see if I can find Ha.
In the room?
Yeah.
He's not in the room.
Right.
I'll put my hand on Ryken's, I guess, thigh because I'm so short. It's like, well done. So.
Ryken, we'll explain more later. We just went through some time travel bullshit.
I
Glad you
remember
got
it
the
too,
spear.
don't I? He just said I remember it as
Oh,
well.
you remember it too?
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
you,
but maybe
I don't
you
think
don't know
they,
that.
I don't think
You-
that they
we
do.
don't
Go
know.
ahead. Keep telling me, dude. Keep going. Keep telling me how
Yeah.
great I am.
Oh yeah, I would know.
Tell me how much you miss me. Keep going. Sorry. Didn't interrupt.
I need to find a robot friend. Gotta make sure he's okay.
Probably at the front of the gate. Just go take a look over there.
All right. I'm gonna go see if I can go find Ha.
We're all heading out.
We got a spear. We're good.
I'll lean over to Milikin before walking. I was like, didn't it seem like deja vu or something? He must be passed out.
There's no response.
Ariel
Important
is finding
Ezra, so
Ha
let's
on
head
our
out.
way out.
All right, so you guys head out of the ritual chamber. You step into the lively areas of the mansion, go past the tavern with its fizzy drinks and magic stuff, and head outside towards the front gate, eager to see what is going on with Ha. You reach the front gate and you find a couple of wizards standing around Ha, who is slumped forward slightly. His chest is open, and there's a dull blue orb inside of his chest with no glow to it. One of the wizards is saying, I don't know what happened. He just quit working, his chest opened, and that was it.
I'm gonna run over. Call VVV. His name I can't remember.
Vaelyn on VoidGale.
That's the one. Where's
His
VoidGale?
Ha's creator? I don't know where he is. I'll try.
Wait,
And
but
one of them
probably
you-
Scornabel.
One of them.
You
Might
boy.
be Scornabel.
what year is it?
Yeah.
Is it actually back to the 24th?
Yes, actually, I need to change that. Time travel. Anyways, one of the mages rushes off. What are you guys gonna do in the meantime?
Well, like to make sure Ha's okay, but in the meantime, I suppose we should start going south. But I kind of want to go see what the spear can do.
But we know we need to go to the Blood Fae sometime as well. So, and that is south.
Yep.
The tower should still be here.
Oh my God, the kobolds! We can stop them from wrecking our rooms.
Who was the one that
Go now, go
invited
now.
them? Who was the one that invited them? Hmm?
I said they'd stay
The
in
whole
the
time I was like, "This is a bad idea," and you're like,
I
"No,
said
dude,
they would
that's
stay in the
best
pocket dimension.
friend." Oh yeah, trust the undead lady and a bunch of kobolds.
She's not undead. She is not undead.
Whatever, dude.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah. Someone's in love.
Aren't you glad we saved
It's not a
Ryken?
common background.
All right. So as you're talking amongst yourselves, a gnome comes running out of a familiar gnome comes running out of the house there, the mansion. The gnome runs up and goes, "What happened? What'd you do to him? Huh? Oh my God, he's not working. What did
Time
you do?"
travel, and we use this, and I'm gonna hand him back his crystal.
How did you get this? This is mine. And he pulls out a crystal that looks exactly like it.
You gave it to me a few days from now. Magic stuff happens. Came back in time. This is the thing.
Oh, that sounds like me. I am awesome. Well,
You weren't really there, but yeah.
I mean,
if that's
you gave
the
us a
case,
thing. It's kind of dubious how far you actually helped us, but okay.
Is he gonna be okay? Can he be okay?
he can be if you recharge his core.
What is it charged with?
Well, you're gonna need to take it into one of the Fey lands.
Oh, easy.
Hey, we're on our way there.
Yeah, we're gonna go see the Blood Fae soon, anyways. We're good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I guess it was fated. And he gestures to one of the other mages who plucks it out of the orb out of his chest. This is the Cobalt Core. It will require charging within one of the Fey lands for 7 days.
Okay.
And then, if you bring it back, we can get Hall back running again. Until then, I'm afraid he's just an overlarge pepperweight. Poor Ha. It was too soon.
He will ride again.
Can I buy him?
No, he's not for sale. He's mine.
And he's
I
a
mean, he
person.
is, but that's why I would buy him.
Or you could come along with us.
Or we could hire him.
Have you ever been in a cloud giant's tower?
No. You have a Giant's tower.
And we have our own laboratory.
Ooh, this sounds interesting.
Yeah, and you can be roommates with the lion again.
What? Okay.
Don't mind him. So, what do you say? Will you join the party?
Sure.
Oliver just has his
Sounds
hand on
interesting. I just got
forehead,
somebody
like,
that
no.
is much stronger than me to move this hunk of junk into the tower. It's that one right over there, I assume. Points over towards the floating tower that's all too
No.
obvious.
No, there's another.
Yep, that's our floating tower.
Okay, see you there. And he runs back into the mansion to go find help to move Hawk.
I round on you all and say, "What did you do?"
I'm saved by my robot friend.
Kobolds. Like, I have a kinship. I was him, he was me. Like, I've never loved
is
someone as
sticking
much.
around. You get to listen to Scratchy Voice forever.
We're gonna destroy Ben's throat, but make him do all these goofy voices.
All right.
We're building an army, guys.
So Vaelyn gets a Haw moved to your tower and moves in to the tower himself.
She just throws him over her shoulder.
Yeah, there's a room next to Ulver.
Shut
You can set up there.
Shut up. Actually, I don't think there is.
Oh, let's assume
Ezra's
there
on
is.
the other side, and yeah, assume.
Sorry, I meant Vaelyn.
Keep
I said Vaelyn, did I? Ugh. Anyways, yeah. So he moves into the tower, and you guys get ready for the next part of your journey, which we will.
And I'm gonna
continue
put a lock on my door.
What?
And I'm gonna lock my door.
You're gonna lock your door?
Too.
You don't want kobold sleeping buddies?
Yep.
Undead kobold sleeping buddies.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream here. It's a lot of fun though.